Testing. 1, 2, 3. What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome back. It's me, your host and your favorite Twitter video game aficionado, the man everyone loves to hate. It's your boy E-Bot. And today we're having another exciting episode, hopefully, of We Got Next. And as you can see by the title, is the PS5 is launching with a mastery of lies and deceitfulness, right? Lies and deceptions. That's how I, entitled it. So hopefully that'll lead us to our topics and through the night as we conversate. Today I have my wonderful Expodian brothers that joining me, that were available as always. They always got my back. And even for those who don't have my back, they already know they can come in as we go along on the show. I am feeling a little bit under the weather, so my enthusiasm may sound a little off, but it's not because I don't want to have, any. So please forgive me ahead of time for that. So tonight I am joined by the one and only Pony Original Killer. No one does it best than my man, Tuck Master. Tuck, how are you? How's everything?
Hey, He-Bot, I am doing A-OK. I'm ready to do another podcast and tell these Sony ponies like it is. And just get ready for it. But this is your boy DJ Tuckmaster, the original, and I do mean the original pony killer, extraordinary. And let's get this thing rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And also, my distinguished other gentleman next to me is none other than the retro collecting on the cheap master himself. My brother from another Sega console, Sega Man. How are you, my brother? And thank you for joining us.
Yo, what's up, He-Bot? Glad to do another We Got Next podcast with you, my brother. The Xbox brothers on here with Tuck Master, man. And I think we're really going to go in tonight, man, about what's going on out here in these gaming streets, man. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of news come out, a lot of, smoke and mirrors. And man, we're going to have a good show on We Got Next, man.
Hopefully, yeah. That's the idea. And guys, as you guys already know, We Got Next is a contribute collaboration that started with me and my boy, the New Legal. I always say this because I'm not a hypocrite or two-faced. I will always be honest with everyone that follows me and my audience and my friends. And even if you don't see us rocking out all the time, it's not because we don't really rock out. It's, we do our own things and we have different schedules and we're family men. So I always give credit where credit is due. We did this collab and this idea together. And I have tried to expand it where, it's to basically have other smaller influencers and content providers to be able to have a voice so that they can get recognized and maybe grow and be bigger than all the others that maybe not deserve it as much as them. And all the ones that, join us even on the chat and that follow us and give us support, they are also welcome to this platform and this cast, as long as you're being respectful and as long as you're being a mature adult about it. You're more than welcome to join us. You just DM me. And when I do my show, I'll be more than glad to invite you in because it's my pleasure to do that as your host. So this is our podcast. Hopefully we'll be joined in a little bit by FaZe. Maybe Sega Man will run in, Legal 100. So several people I invited. I even invited MWO Prime and Cray Simmons. Hopefully they'll be able to join us. If they don't, bless them either way and maybe the next time. So guys, the PS5 is launching. We are really, all the bells are ringing, all the whistles are sounding, all the trumpets are blowing, and obviously all the balls are rolling. So we know now that everything's in place. The PS5 has a launch window, has actually 2 launch windows. For whatever reason, maybe an act of desperation, maybe just because they're afraid to stay behind since they are already late to the game as far as manufacturing and as far as the release date, even though it's just technically in theory by 2 days here in the US, which is the primary market and the biggest market as far as gaming sales overall, next to Canada, of course. So, you know, they came out and, the show presentation, as always, they always know how to give a good presentation as far as, making it look good, right? But the problem is, like they always do, it's always something that is deceiving. They like to, you know, play it off like things are a certain way. And then when you come and find out after the shows are over, right, that basically a lot of it is either misconstruing, it's, being not all entirely there as far as being honest or as far as being detailed as what exactly all the details are. So, and it's a shame because Microsoft has been an open book since what is it, December of last year, and during the game show with Jeff Keighley, when they first premiered and highlighted the Series X and showed a teaser demo of Hellblade 2. And they've been open with everyone since, about everything they're trying to do, and still not get enough credit, and still people act as if what they've done is meaningless next to Sony, or it's irrelevant, even though Sony just done a bunch of masking and lying and vertical slicing, basically. So we'll start off with the first thing that they did, which was they swore up and down by the book of the gaming Bible that the PS5 was the future, that all they wanted to do was concentrate on next gen level gaming so that their audiences and gamers would get the full experience of the PlayStation hardware, that no one would get left behind, and that next gen was the thing of the past. And yet we come to find out that almost every single game that they've announced, even for 2021, is cross-generation. In fact, shortly after, they actually put a release press saying that they were intending to make no stop on supporting the PS4 for another 3 years, when they first said it was not a viable option in their plan for the future. So we'll start off with you, Tuck Master. What do you think about that first deception and that first slide? Because if we all know, when Microsoft said Halo was going to be cross-generation, a lot of people said the reason why it didn't look that great was because of the fact that the game is cross-gen, running on legacy hardware, and they had to downscale. Even though the console version was not ready, it was an old build. They clearly stated that it didn't have all the bells and whistles like ray tracing, like HDR. They completely admitted that and were transparent that it was on a PC and not on the Xbox Series X hardware itself. And yet, it got to the point where they made the decision of moving it away from the launch window when that was their big, flagship title, to make it a nice momentous moment, and pushed it all the way back because of the trolling, the hating, basically to make sure that nobody is unhappy and that everybody was happy, so that they listen, basically. But it wasn't to the real fans. It wasn't at a big cost now, because they don't have that flagship title, like, let's say, the fake DLC of Miles Morales on PlayStation. So, Tuck, what do you think about that first deception, about them playing it off all this time?
Well, I'm not going to comment on that right now, but I will comment it. But I want to give Sega Man the first option to comment, because I'm going to take his cue off this one. I want to take it, man.
No problem. Sega Man, my brother, you heard what I said. You heard the topic. What do you think? What are your opinions? What are your thoughts?
Oh man, it's just so much to talk about on that, Hebot. You know what I mean?
Just talk away. You say what you feel. Let it out, brother.
About the PlayStation, man, I don't know, man. It's just,
how do you tell somebody that they were going to go full on generation, next gen, because it was going to hold back, and that this generation was a thing of the past, and then out of nowhere, when you make your announcement, you have the audacity and the goal to say, oh, by the way, it's all cross generation. Even Horizon Zero Dawn next year is cross gen.
Yeah, which means that'll also be on the PS4, right?
Right. That is a PS4 version of it. You don't really have to buy the PS5 version.
Yeah, yeah,
You can just buy the PS4 version, or that you can, technically, it won't be a copy that you buy on PS4. It will be enhanced automatically or anything like that. No, it's nothing like that. But again, for years, Microsoft and Xbox and in the PC community, we've always have always stated that downscaling is not something that's out of question. How far back you downscale is the question, really, because
yeah.
if you downscale too much on a hardware that's not capable, like in the case, let's say, of a Switch, then it could be pretty drastic and pretty horrific, to say the least. Witcher is something, for example, that runs at like 565p resolution, and the frame rate goes as low as like 12 or 13 frames per second, which clearly shows you that it's too much of a massive game, even with the downscale, to be running on it. It's okay. It's a nice intention of CD Projekt Red of bringing it to them and trying to make them feel part of it, but at what cost? You understand? So, but now we clearly see that it was all lies, smoke and mirrors from Sony, and now that they made, even though they were making Microsoft look bad, now that makes Microsoft kind of look like the heroes, if you ask me. That's what pretty much comes to play.
Well, one thing I gotta say about that though, Hebot, is they used to say, well, if the Halo Infinite, for instance, comes out for the Xbox One X, right?
Yes, that was the same.
Okay, right. Yeah. Now, they were saying, oh, well, that's going to hold the Xbox Series X back, right?
Yeah, well, they were saying that it was looking not next gen enough because the Series, the Xbox One Fat, the original, it must be holding it back because it's a legacy console, which, to be honest, it makes sense to a certain extent. But again, we don't really know because we're not inside developers. But that was the reasoning for people saying, "Oh yeah, that's why it doesn't look that great."
Well, there's one thing I want to know. Since they were shouting that to the rooftops, now I got to say this.
Right.
The Last of Us, right? So is that going to hold the PS5 back now?
What do you mean? Like
since it's going to be on the PS4. You know how they say these games are going to hold back.
Well, I think the whole idea behind it, Sega Man, is Last of Us was built for PS4, so they got to try to upscale it, right? But I guess what they're really meaning about it, the meaning behind it is basically games that are being built for next gen to run on legacy consoles or legacy hardwares like the PS4 and the PS4 Pro and the Xbox S and the Xbox One X. You understand? That's more of the idea behind it, right? Of what they're talking about. But the whole time, again, hey, Graphic God, I actually send you a link. If you wanted to join us, you're more than welcome, buddy. So basically, it was that, how people were saying that, Microsoft is going to have these games being held back because they wanted to worry about last gen. And in reality, the whole time Sony had the same idea or approach, and they were just keeping it quiet until now.
Yeah. But why? But what I'm trying to say is, how they used to say to us every time that Microsoft would announce a certain game to come out for the Xbox Series X, and then it be on the Xbox One X. Right. They were just trying to, shout to the rooftops. So that's going to hold back the Series X. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming out on an older system.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's just my question to them. If they were, saying that was bad and that was good, that wasn't good for gaming, can they say that now about their system? Because their system's doing the same thing.
Exactly. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. How do you feel about that? Because that's what it is now. They're basically saying, "Oh, so we all know it's not true. We all know, basically, it was, it can be done. Either they're building their games, right? Like like a Horizon, probably already downscaled on the PlayStation hardware because they know they have so much people on that platform. You can't
Yeah.
alienate. And I said this before, and people are like, no, that's impossible. I said, they're not going to do that. I said that way before. They're not
Yeah,
going
you
to
did.
alienate 110 million people, quote
Yeah, you did.
unquote, with their sales right away to migrate into the PS5. One, because of pricing. It's going to be much more pricier and expensive, right? And
Yep.
two, because people, in most cases, when consoles sell in those numbers, it's not just hardcore. It's a lot of casuals that buy those consoles because it's the popular thing, right? Or
Yep.
because it's what everybody's playing, right? So in the case of the PS5 being new, being expensive, they're not just gonna jump right over and jump ship and be like, yeah, I'm a bit, especially the fact that in the positioning that Sony has put them, where they can't even play their PlayStation 4 games on the PS5. They haven't even spoken about the backwards compatibility situation at all. So it's not like their investment is even protected, right? Or,
Right.
which Microsoft already been said this a long time ago, months ago, that your investment is protected. They come with you. All four generations going as far back as the OG Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Through the backwards,
Yes.
and you're playing the games obviously with better performance enhancements because of the capability of the console itself. So well, very deceitful move, but now you hear nothing but quiet and people are not really calling it out, which is again proves once again the hypocrisy within the community of gaming. And this is not console warring, it's just calling it out because it is what we see. It is what they're
Right.
doing. It's part of their behavior, right? So it's not like we're making it up and lying. No, this is how they act. This is what they say. And now it's different. Oh, it's okay. It's not going to hold it back because they downscale, which was what we said with Halo when they were talking all that rhetoric with Halo. Hey, 100, how are you, brother? I send you a link as well if you want to join, brother. You're more than welcome. So basically, you know, that's the problem that no one's calling out. So for you as a seeing from the outside in, being an Xbox fan, how does that make you feel?
Well, that makes me feel that they're hypocrites. You know what
Right.
I mean? Because they're not. They did this to us for over 6 months about when Xbox would come out and say different things about our games and how it would be, on the Series X and on the X. But then when it happens to them, they don't call it out.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's okay. Oh no, it's okay now. It's okay. On their system. This is what I mean. You know what I mean? They always try to change the narrative, and when they do stuff like this, they just need to take that L, man. That's a big
Right.
L because
Let's be honest. Right.
you knew it was the inevitable he bought. They were going to do that.
Yeah, it's
They were
about
going to do that. You know what I mean?
110
Because
million people. If that's what they have in numbers, is a big number to just put to the side to start all over one day to another. It takes time to migrate into new hardware.
right, and they're going to make money off of the old hardware by releasing those games on there and the other system.
That's right.
Just
Yeah.
like Xbox does, and they're doing exactly what Xbox does, like they always do. You know what I mean? They always it was in that they were going to do it. Plus, putting their games on PC.
Right. Right. That's another thing. Well, we'll talk to that because I'm trying to break it down in the points
Right.
of what they change. Right.
Right.
Just well, so I mean, it's basically a win because we've been saying this for a long while that they
Yeah.
won't do that, and that's why Microsoft's doing that so they don't force people to be forced to have to jump into next gen right away because of the times that we're in, hardware being way more expensive, and there is options out there like trade up value, Xbox All Access, but Sony's not offering that. So that's another kind of de facto that plays a big part because it's a much better, easier buy to go out and buy an Xbox S or Xbox One Series X, right? Because you can even do trade up values, like for GameStop, for example. As much as people may hate GameStop, but I can go trade in the Xbox One X right now on GameStop, get $200 and get a Series S for $100, right? Or I can go and
Right.
trade it in for the Series X and pay only $300. in case I don't want to do it. Hey, Rogue Enigma, how are you, sweetie? Thank you for joining. You know what I'm trying to say? So again, it's like I said, it's great that the kind of the cat is out of the hat, so to speak, because when you see this behavior and you see the true messaging, you realize Microsoft was always trying to do right by the community and the gamers. Microsoft were not hypocrites; they were being honest, and now they look like the knight in shining armor, so to speak, right? So
Yeah.
it's a win-win, you know. So Chuck, let's get to you. Thanks for your thoughts on it, Sega man. What do you think? How did it make you feel? What do you think about the hypocrisy? You gotta have something.
Okay. Well, I tell you right now, the way I feel about it. Okay, they lied. You know, from the one they lied about the whole doggone thing. I mean, you know that they was going to do this from the get go. I mean,
Right,
you know, I mean, like you said, you got over 100 million consoles. You ain't gonna leave them people out,
right,
and everybody's not gonna go to your $500 faulty ass system right off the bat. And
right,
like I said, faulty too, and I mean that too. So I mean, dude, they were gonna have to do it either way it go. But the thing about it is, Xbox took their criticism this whole damn time, and now they doing it. But like you said, nobody ain't saying nothing about it. They not putting them to the test. They ain't saying they're not even apologizing to Xbox because Xbox has always have wanted to do this, and they always have done it. So yes, they are hypocrites and they are liars, and the media is lying, and the media is lying too
right.
because
Well,
all
it's a
they
shame because the
said,
media themselves, that are
yeah,
supposed to be the professional journalists, right,
right,
and gaming, they're like, oh man, it's great, it's genius. You know, Sony turned their ties, turned their first ideas and approach, and now they want to go, you know, the same route, and it's great.
right. I mean, and now it's great. Now it's the greatest thing since bread. But Xbox always have done this, and
Mhm.
always going to do it.
Right,
And I don't, and that's one thing I love to see. This is one thing I try to tell people. That's one thing I love about the Xbox because
right,
they give you choices.
right. The options.
When they give you the option, they give you the choices to do what you want to do. You
Hmm.
can't beat it
Right, the
because
options are always great.
just like you say, he about to say, man, you think about it. When you go out there and buy a system, you don't have to buy no games if you don't want to.
Or if you can,
Or yeah, I mean that's an
can
option,
afford to. Right. Hmm.
but that's an option. But now since the narrative is turning around, because you know the Xbox 4 is going to go down in price
Hmm.
a little bit more, but how much down in price we don't know. And the thing about it is, and okay, and let's say like this thing don't work out for PlayStation, this PS5. They're gonna always have something to back on. They're gonna push the narrative on that. You know they are.
Hmm.
And don't get me wrong. And don't get me wrong, you know how I feel about this. I want them to fail. Believe me not.
Hmm.
I want that system to burn up the first damn day. Shit.
I
You
mean,
had-
you after a while it gets very tiring, and you come to the point where you just don't want to see them around. This You're disgusted by the situation, you know, and how they do things and how they get away with it, and it's wrong. I mean, again, it should, you know, we need to call it spades of spades, obviously. So the second thing that came out of the conference is that you quickly realize how they want to paint the picture that isn't what it is. And again, people didn't want to call them out after they found out it wasn't true. With the exclusivity that they have with these third parties, which we all know they had to do them because they don't have any first parties, since they really blew their load, obviously, on the PS4, releasing Death Stranding and Last of Us 2 back to back, which I always said they should have just left Last of Us 2 being their biggest title for a launch title, right? But they didn't do that because they said it was a PlayStation 4 game. So you see that they did this, and now they tried to make it seem like Final Fantasy 16, right? Which, if it was exclusive full on, wouldn't surprise me because Square has always been, you know, with them since the PlayStation 1, getting paid by them since the PlayStation 1. They got saved by them where Sony owned 13 or 19% of their shares. Okay, that's why they didn't allow their games on any other platform until that contract ended just a couple of years ago. That's why, hence, you see them on, the Xbox Game Pass now, which was said by the same creator himself, right, of Final Fantasy. But now, they try to act like this was a actual full-on exclusive, and then once the show was over, you come to find out, oh, the game is only a timed exclusive. What looks to be for about a year, maybe a little less. We don't know, but more than likely a year. So they did it with that game, and people automatically thought and ran with it. Oh my God, it's going to be an exclusive. I got to get it. It's going to be exclusive. Then they show this, some other, titles like they always do, like Dead Loop, and said it was exclusive, like it was full on. When they had said before that it was only timed, and even showcasing other stuff like Resident Evil, the new one, The Village, and making it seem like it's an exclusive game to their console. Because remember, the casual looking from the outside in does not know the difference, because if they're not knee deep into this culture, they're not going to really know the ins and outs and the bullshit and the fuckery, so to speak. They're not going to realize when it's just deception. So they pulled that off, right? And yet Microsoft is not doing this type of thing. They basically telling people we have these exclusives, like we have these exclusives like the Medium that are supposed to be full on exclusives. We have these exclusives like Crossfire or the Gunk, and the developers themselves are coming out saying they're full on exclusive. And yet people always want to be like, no, that's a lie. That's fake. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't trust them. And now they're not saying anything. And they're trying to act like it's not there when it comes to the exclusive third-party deals with the PlayStation 5. So talk about, that deception, lying, that these are full-on exclusives. Well, how do you feel? What do you think? Okay, Sega Man.
Tuck?
You there? And yeah, Tuck must be muted, or he probably has miking issues. That's okay.
I'm muting myself. Okay, I'm sorry about that, fellas. No, the way I say it like this, okay, and this happens when I always tell you. Let's say if it is an exclusive to the PS5 for a whole year, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say it is, okay? And I'm not going to say it is, I'm not going to say it's not, okay? The thing about
it is.
Microsoft is going to make a deal, because, I'm sorry, they're going to make a deal with Square Phoenix, and it might be because, like I said, if it is an exclusive for a whole year, okay, everybody can play the game. It only been out for so doggone long. So what are they going to do after a year? They got to make some money off the game some kind of way. So if Microsoft turn and put on the Game Pass, it's a win for us.
Right.
It's a win for us. So, but as far as I'm concerned about that game, man, no telling when that game gonna come out. They can turn and talk about
yeah, because they didn't even have a release date. Yeah,
they didn't have a release date.
But I'm talking about the aspect, Tuck. I'm talking about the aspect of them doing a showcase, showing third-party games, and making it seem flat out, not no bullshit, not making believe, no, flat out giving the perception and idea that they're straight on exclusive. And you can only play it on a PS5 console. Yeah. And again, they're on PC, but again, PC is not a console. We're talking about the console gaming space. So that they're only full-on exclusives for the console. And then we find out that they're not. They're just time. But yet when Microsoft does these type of deals, people act as if Microsoft is disrespectful. People like Ryan McCaffrey comes out himself saying this is not good for the industry. And yet he said it was amazing and genius yesterday when it was Sony, right? Which everybody got on top of him and started getting at him because they knew that he's full of crap. And they knew that he's weak and that he doesn't represent Xbox the way he's supposed to, right? Maybe because of his job. Maybe he's scared that he's going to lose it. But either way, don't be a hypocrite. And that's a lot of things we see in this industry. A lot of hypocrisy. So how does that make you feel? That doesn't bother you? They don't rub you the wrong way?
It bothers me big time because now, because we always have talked about it. Every damn show that Sony always do. Every damn show they always do. They don't never ever tell us say time exclusive or any damn thing on any of their damn shows. They always bring out a damn game that people look at the damn game that all these Xbox guys, all the PS4 guys, that's gonna be exclusive. That's gonna be exclusive. And then come to find out it's just time exclusive. Right. So yeah, I get pissed off because of that. Because you notice when Xbox do it, they'll either tell you that it's gonna be a time exclusive on some of their videos. Like if they were to do a show event and all that stuff. Right. They don't give Microsoft no love for that.
Yeah, but Microsoft and the developers of these games, for example, with the Medium, right? Yeah. They came out and flat out said it's an Xbox console exclusive.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
The same way as far as for the console space, the same way as the developers from the gunk, because you see people in the industry, they keep drilling them. Right. Is it exclusive full time? Are you sure? Is it like they did with Tomb Raider? They did with Tomb Raider. They're trying to fish and see if they get any other answers.
Yeah.
To see if there's any bullshit behind it, right?
Yeah, and that's
and yet they don't do it with Sony, but yet they get caught red-handed, and you don't see no outrage. You don't see the media doing 50 different articles or videos on YouTube about why are they doing this. Yesterday, I'll be honest, I saw some even PlayStation-centric PlayStation-centric sites even calling them out. And that was a surprise to me, because more of that needs to happen. But I think they were doing it more to stay face, because they don't want people to see that they're basically biased in many situations. But there were some that did call them out.
Because just like you said, if that had been Xbox, oh man, they'd have been called their ass out on it big time.
Exactly, especially with a time.
Yeah.
They did it with Tomb Raider, but look at Street Fighter. Street Fighter never made his way through the Xbox this whole generation.
No, it didn't.
It doesn't look like it's going to come this gen coming up now either. If they do a Street Fighter 6, I still don't see it, or a 7, I still don't see it coming to Xbox. I still don't see it, because they do certain things deliberately, right? And a lot of the Japanese developers stick together with the Japanese consoles, because in Japan and in places like that are foreign with Asian people and things like that, they support mainly their own product. You get what I'm saying? They don't support American products unless it's popular, like the Apple phone, right? That's how they are. Or like the Jordan sneakers. That's just how they are, especially they're teenagers. And that's no shade. That's just the facts. Go look them up. They're all there. So, it's terrible. It's terrible. But they still did it, and nobody's really calling them out, and it's horrible. But it's good that we make the awareness, and more of us in the Xbox community need to make the awareness, because as long as we stay shut, things are going to keep happening, and the more people that are vocal are going to outshine the truth. So it's up to us to stay on top and not let them do that. You understand? Hey, Xbox All In, thank you for stopping by, brother. So, Sega Man, what do you think about that deception? They just showed these trailers like, exclusive. You need a PS5, right? And the worst part about it, now that we know that they're actually timed, we know that the best version will be on the Xbox Series X, because it's more powerful, unless,
of course,
developers do what they did this gen and try to hold back with the Series X, right, or with the Xbox X, One X, just so that they don't feel like they're playing the two sides, because PlayStation's the leading platform and it's the popular platform, and they want to make parity. So, because I know for a fact, if Rage was 1080p, right, on the Xbox X, running at 60 frames, and it was running like that on the PlayStation 4 Pro, when we know it wasn't nowhere near as close in hardware either, there's no way in hell you're going to tell me that was not parity. That was parity straight. That game could have probably ran easily 1840p, like, 1800p, which is 3K, and in 60 frames. I guarantee you. Easily, right? Because it is open world, but it could have easily done it. I'm pretty sure. But they still did the parity. But now, look, unless they do that with the Series X, which is a possibility they can, because developers are lazy and depends on popularity, right? That's the only way I can see it, not us getting the best version. But either way, how you feel about that? What do you think about this nonsense and this rhetoric?
Well, man, that's just the thing. Now that everything's out of the bag on that side of the spectrum, nobody's calling it out, man. When it comes to that, about they were, I mean, to make them think, and they believe them. You know why they did it, Hebot? Because they believe everything that Sony does. That's why they believed it. You
Right.
know what I
Great
mean?
point.
Because they believe everything Sony says out of their mouth over
You got
there,
that right.
and
You got
they
that right.
believe it. You know what I mean? That all those were going to be exclusive. I mean, that's crazy, man. To think all those games were over there were going to be exclusive.
Right.
These companies are out there. This is what they don't understand. These PlayStation guys out here don't understand. These companies are out here to make money. You know what I'm saying? And if they have a chance to put it on other platforms, they're going to, because it makes more money. And it'll also bring more games. You know what I mean? And for them to believe something like that is asinine, brother. To just believe that all those were going to be exclusive to PlayStation 5. You know what I mean?
Right. But
And
the audacity of acting like, oh my God, if
what's up,
Microsoft would have done
Rogue? Yeah.
exactly, if Xbox would have done this, let's say with, I don't know, Devil May Cry 5, let's just say.
Oh hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have seen 50 and 60 different articles and videos on mainstream media, going crazy over it. It's like, well, how dare they? How
Up, Flip.
dare they? Right.
Yeah.
How dare they do that? How dare they do that? But you don't
Right.
know one damn thing about this that PlayStation doing it. But like you said, it's like you said. I mean, hell. I mean, I just get so tired of the media. The media just gets nervous. I mean, I'm like, you get tired of it.
Right.
Tired of battling with the ponies. You get tired of battling with the damn media, because all they want to do is just give Sony all the accolades,
Right.
and they don't give Microsoft nothing. And everybody knows this generation coming up that the X will be a more powerful system. But for some reason, some of these damn ponies don't even care. As long as they got their brand, as long as they got the PS, as long as they got a Sony, that's all they care about. So, be careful about what you want this time, though.
So
Yeah,
what was the rest of your thoughts? Go ahead, tell me.
well, then we got, we got our favorite person in the comment section. I mean,
I'm not
putting up these. But hey, this is what I mean. These guys are in denial. You know what I mean? They believe everything that Sony says. You know what I'm saying? And they're just not going to ever believe that Sony can do wrong. It's a shame and it's sad that they believe that, but they got exposed, and they don't have nothing to say about it. They just want to be in denial about all that. You know what I'm saying? And I believe these games, when they come over to the Xbox Series X, they will look and play better. You know what I mean? I think they're going to take advantage of that power. And I'm not saying that Sony fans can't enjoy their games, because they're going to have games that look good on their system. It's just not going to be as good as the Xbox Series X. That's just a fact.
This is not even about talking bad about the Sony fans. The Sony fans, they enjoy it, fine. That's great. It's about the bullshit hypocrisy within the community itself, with even, industry leaders, right? Those sites that are supposed to be so-called, quote unquote, how you call it, professional video game journalists. You know what I mean? Some of the people that are in the Sega in the Xbox community, that whenever Microsoft does anything, they're the first ones to, hey, look. And then when Sony does stuff, they'll play the cricket role, because they're afraid to show the Sony fan base, hey, listen, we call out bullcrap on the Sony side because we don't want you to stop coming to our videos and watching them and clickbaiting. You know what I'm trying to say? So even within the community, that no one's really talking about it. Now, I saw some people that are not people that may necessarily we regularly see on the regular, but like I said, it was nice to see, but I think it's a necessary thing, because all these things have to change. If not, we're going to go into this generation, and quote me on this, I'm telling you, We're gonna start this new generation with Xbox doing everything right, and still the bull crap and the idiocracy and the stupidity continue on and on and on, and it doesn't stop because we have to be vocal. We have to say something. We have to make a stance as the fans, the brand, and as gamers, right? Because enough's enough. We have the right to enjoy our games just as much as anyone else, right? We now have a right to enjoy our brand and platform as much as anyone else, as much as the PC game. Plus, we don't go to their outlets in their channels to talk about PlayStation sucks, Nintendo sucks, the PC sucks. We don't care. We only care about our platform, right? And then when we talk about what they're doing wrong to show and expose the difference, then we're called corporate slaves, right? When their whole behavior is the epitome of corporate slavery, right? So again, this is a shame. It's a shame. So another thing, as far as my feelings with it, right? I said it from long ago that there was impossible for them to alienate 110 million consoles and people that bought the console, even though we all know that's not the actual number 100% because people trade them in, people get rid of their consoles. A lot of things, people change from one console to another. It happens, right? So, but, for the sake of sales, yes, okay, that's what they sold. So we know they weren't going to just push all that money to the side and be like, oh, yeah, just come buy a PS5. Because one, they don't even have the actual, amount of consoles available, which is another factor. To support the demand, right? And because of this, I'm gonna segue to the other thing. Here they go. Microsoft is being as generous and transparent as possible with everyone, right? Giving them time to get ready, preparation, right? You see everybody saying, "Oh, I need time." Hey, Silk Slayer, how are you, buddy? What's up? Thank you for stopping by. Like you see everybody saying, "Hey, look, listen."
What's up, Silk Slayer?
We need time to get ready to pre-order this Xbox S Series X, right? We need time. Microsoft, let us know, and all these other people that you normally wouldn't see, right? Which I know the entire time. The only reason they wanted them to do that is because they wanted Sony to undercut Microsoft in some way, shape, or form. And of course, it didn't happen the way that traditionally it happens with a price cut, but it happened with them doing pre-orders out of nowhere, available right now. It was so bad and so sudden that no retailer was ready. No retailer had any idea. It was just told to them 5 minutes after the show was over that they're going to go up within the next half hour. The reason why I know it's because my friend that's a manager in the GameStop told me that's exactly how it happened. Then they were told it was going to happen the next day. Then they said, no, it's going to happen today later on at 9. Then it changed back to the next day, and it has been a complete disaster to the point where a lot of people that ordered it in Target and Best Buy, GameStops, right, and all these outlets had actually a bunch of their, pre-orders either canceled, moved to the side, right, or things like that. Where now, right, they don't even have. Enough, right? Enough SKUs even for the pre-orders. But now that people are trying to make it seem and skew it around like, oh my God, it's because it's such in demand. Oh my God, everybody wants it. But they're not talking about how they have 4 million consoles actually burn out on them and they weren't working, right?
Yeah.
And, good point, Rogue. Yes, Walmart restocked, a lot of places restocked, but we have to believe that if the numbers was originally at, let's say, 11 or 15 million, and 4 million automatically are no longer available, right? And now they're trying to disperse them because remember the amount they're making for the end of this year is for the worldwide release as well. So they have to divide that 8 or 7 million consoles or units they have for all those countries they're releasing. If it's 36 countries, it has to be divided. So GameStop could probably have gotten maybe 100 pre-orders or 50 at max, right? For each store, right? And that's another thing that comes into factor that people don't want to understand. And they're trying to act like, oh my God, look at that. It sounds like hotcakes. That deceiving message that they always do. So real quick, with that being said, I'm gonna introduce my brother, the new legal. He has stopped by. He has come here and made
Oh man, here goes the new legal, buddy.
new
Oh my
legal.
God.
My brother, how are you? Welcome for thank you for stopping by. Welcome. This is our show as always. What's going on, brother?
Yo, I just want everybody to see my face real quick, man. And I want to say, why is everybody believing everything they're hearing right now?
Right.
Why is everybody still believing what they're hearing right now, man?
Mm-hmm.
We only it's like they giving us what they want us to know, man.
Right.
Screw all the numbers, screw everything you heard. All you need to understand is this, man. Sony's having trouble with production.
That's right.
SOCs are trash. They don't have great engineers like Microsoft does.
That's
They
right.
were rushed in the game.
right.
They had to get it together, and they
Tell
ran
me.
out of time. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
try to twist it up. You can try to come up with the numbers, but you ain't understanding it because we don't run a business like that. All we need to know is the shit is not working.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying, Ebot?
That's right. Yeah. I
That's
hear you
what
loud
I
and
want
clear.
everybody
Yeah.
to see my face on that.
Yeah. That's
Speak
right.
about it, legal.
Yeah.
Now,
And, now
now that
not
I've
only
been
that,
introduced, and I'm home on We Got Next,
that's right.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of seeing half-breeds, bro. I'm tired of seeing double agents. You got people up in this gaming industry, bro. You got people out here just clout chasing their ass off, bro.
Yeah.
They'll do anything. They'll do anything for attention. These
Yeah.
are male dudes, bro. Notice I said male dudes.
I
Because
know.
men
I
don't act
know.
like that. These males run around on social media clout chasing. And then, you know what? Trying to prostitute for the damn PlayStation 5? Look, man, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Even if I'm the type of dude, like, I can't fake myself out. All right?
That's right.
So I'm the type of dude, even if I was a PlayStation fan, you couldn't catch me right now.
Going along with that BS. Legal, your mic.
Yeah, man. Can you hear me, bro?
Now we can hear you. Yeah, you cut off. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
somebody calling me, man. You know, my
That's
phone
all right.
stays
That's all right.
buzzing.
No explanations needed. That's all right,
Yeah,
brother.
always buzzing, bro. Always, somebody
worry.
trying to call me all the time.
Yeah, no
Look,
worries. No
man,
worries.
I got to get this out real quick
Let it out. Let it out.
because people ain't getting it, man.
Yeah.
You got people out here still trying to they act like PlayStation BS don't exist. And you being a fan of it should override any stupidity that they do.
Right.
Because look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard being out here repping Xbox. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody's built to do it. It's a weary job. You know why? Because we get hated on the most. You know why? Because we just simply the best. Their games don't mount up to our games.
When you hate
got
it,
these cats out
you
here.
don't sound right.
You got these cats out here, and you wonder, look, because people aren't tagging them. The streets is real. That's why I love the streets. The streets affiliate themselves with who they feel is real out here. And when you see people that ain't getting tagged, because hey, listen, bro, I was just like that. I'm still like that. So I'm speaking from the heart.
Right.
When you see people who don't get tagged, now I'm talking about social media. You see them posting stuff. You see them going out the extra mile, and it's stuff that you can just see so clearly, right? They're out here talking about pre-orders on the PlayStation 5. Now these dudes supposed to be Xbox dudes. They're supposed to be a part of the Xbox family. This is what I'm talking about. You got them out here clout chasing. You got them out here because they know if they do something like that, the herd. They're gambling. They're rolling the dice, y'all. They rolling the dice.
That's
So they
how
look
you
at it.
do it.
Well, look, man. If I say this, it'll gain me attention.
Yeah.
It's gonna gain me attention. But nobody,
right,
like
Lee.
he by saying, but nobody wants to call out the BS. Nobody wants to call out that I just had a friend today call me. He's messed up. He's angry. And guess what? I might just win him over because
Share the story. Share it. Let us know.
Because I was gonna do a video about it. So I'll lay it here. And even if I do a video, it doesn't matter. But I'm laying.
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It does not matter.
I'll be watching.
Here, he told me that, you know, because he called me up and I hadn't even known. Look, man, I didn't know nothing about this, right? He schooled me on it. I was like, wow, when he was done with it. This happened for real, y'all. I'm about to lay it down. This happened for real. This is real life. He ain't too long left this place. So I'm gonna give you the old school. He calls me up, man. I'm literally at work. I'm still at work. So he's telling me that he can no longer pre-order for his PlayStation 5. And you know, this dude likes PlayStation. So it wasn't nothing. He was like,
he's a PlayStation fan.
So you know, he's messing with me. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, bro, I couldn't even get it. I said, what do you mean you couldn't get it?
Right.
He was like, dude, you know that post you put up on Facebook today? He was like, bro, you kept bombing with them posts about PlayStation? He was like, dude, there's one post you put up there, bro. I have to call you on. You actually right. Sony been lying to us, bro.
Yeah.
I said, bro, we've been trying to tell y'all this for years, and y'all always downplay us. Y'all always think we're just haters. But see, it's happening to y'all now. Now that it's happening, I told you it was gonna happen. You my witness. I told him your heart is gonna get broken soon.
Yeah,
it's just
we've been saying it for the while.
If you think Sony's gonna stay on top of Microsoft, your years are short. I told people that. Have fun while you can. Now, because Microsoft is so dominant, man, and they're gonna keep on becoming dominant, Sony doesn't know where to go. So they freaked out, y'all. They panicked, is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Right.
And so when they were doing their show yesterday, I didn't pay attention to it because I was thinking it was just a natural flow, y'all. Pay attention to me. It was just a natural flow. I wasn't even thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
But if you noticed on the show, they released the pre-orders. Remember,
it was just released.
Out there pre-orders. Pre-orders are going live. So when you think about that, look at all the hardworking people out there. My friend, he's a worker. He's a family man. He's working. How the hell is he going to stop what he's doing?
Exactly.
And go make a pre-order.
That's the reasoning and logic about making everything ahead of time, announcing it ahead of time.
It's to get people prepared.
Exactly.
What saying.
Exactly.
You know, let me put this on the show. Let me also before I go ahead. Forgive me, y'all.
No. Go ahead.
But go ahead, Legal.
I'm real with my family members, y'all. We have our ups and we have our downs.
Absolutely.
But we're real.
That's right.
Yeah,
we talk it out or we do it our way.
Yeah.
We either gonna talk it out, we do it our way. But let me tell y'all something. If there was ever gonna be a split, you would know it'd be a split because it would be talked out. It ain't gonna be all this sucker stuff that's happened before. Prior to all of that.
That's right.
I don't do that sucker stuff.
That's right.
If there's issues to the point where it's gonna be a split, we gonna talk it out like man, and we gonna move about it in a respectful way. So I just want to say this. Tahibot is my brother, and me and Hebot have had spats. We talk to who we talk to when we're mad at each other, but we love each other, but we're brothers. We're like that, for real. In real time, we're like that. We've been on the phone cussing each other out.
That's right.
I just want to put that out there.
That's true. That's right.
This is facts. I'm not lying. This is facts.
No. Yeah.
I'm not lying, bro. But 2-3 days later, we're back at it.
That's right.
We're back at it. Ebot keep bugging me. I know what that is. He kept bugging me. He kept bugging me. Because that's his way of saying, bro, you better not stay mad at me too long. You better get your black butt up here. Come on. That's right.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You better come on. We gonna keep on going. Because we're men.
Yeah.
We're men.
We men.
So I wanna, you know, I had Tuck Master calling me, man. Tuck calls every day. He checks up on me every day. Let me tell y'all something about something like that. You better respect people like that.
That's right.
Because I'm telling you, when somebody does that, they genuinely care about you.
That's
There's not a lot of people in this world anymore that does that. I got people I grew up with my whole life that don't even do that to me.
That's right.
Tuck calls me every day.
Yeah, he does me too every day.
You know what?
Whether I want to talk to him or not, I pick the phone up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Whether
I
I
mean,
talk to him or not.
But I mean,
Just keep it in real.
legal. Check this out. Tuck called me yesterday, and I was in the toilet.
And you feel like you gotta answer it, man, because it's tough.
CBS, Tuck, I'll call you back. He's
Right.
He caught me in the toilet.
But
Sorry.
But look, y'all, he called me. Now, you know this guy called me. He has to be really irate. He's mad. He's upset, y'all. So he went to Best Buy. Now, get this. He about you getting this recorded on your show.
Okay.
Well, on our show, but on your show.
It's our show. You know it. It's good.
Yeah, but it's going down on the Hebot channel. And look, make sure you subscribe and put a like, leave some comments down on his channel too. We don't even care about none of that either. We're not systematic. Okay,
Right.
we're real on the streets. So we don't play that systematic stuff. We're not here to tell you, hey, put a like, subscribe, hit the notification. Bro, we're not robots.
Yeah, we're not
We
reactive.
speak from the heart. We're content creators, but we work outside the box. We do it how we feel to do it. We're not programmed, okay? So we appreciate everybody who truly loves us, who truly follows us,
we appreciate
truly respects our craft because
respect us. That's right.
Right, because we're not programmed. We don't go with the common flow. So forgive us if we don't fit in. The only reason why we don't fit in is because we stand out. And I'm gonna tell you something. You line any of them social media clowns that you like, put them in real time with us, and we'll eat them alive. You can send them to the arcade with me. You can put them next to me on my Xbox, and I'll show you the true meaning of gaming. I'll show you it. I don't have a problem doing that because I've been doing that all my life. These fools ain't been doing that all their life. They got a platform now. So now, okay, you invested in a PC to content create. I didn't. So what? What's that PC and you content creating got anything to do with gaming? It doesn't. So here we go. He calls me back, right? And he hit me up. And he's telling me that he went to Best Buy.
This is
and
tough.
I'm like, dude, you went to Best Buy. He was like,
is this
yeah.
Tuck?
He talked, bro, straight up.
Is this Tuck that did this?
No.
Your friend?
Yeah, this is my friend.
Okay, got you.
He tells me he's at Best Buy, bro. This is what did it. This is how he knew Sony lied. This is what I want to tell everybody here tonight. Look, you see it on social media. We put it out there that Sony lied to you. But this dude ain't even on Twitter. Okay? This is confirmed in real time. And this is how he knew what I was saying on Facebook was true. Okay? Because it happened to him in real life. It didn't happen. He didn't get this off of social media. So he's at Best Buy and he's like, hey, I got $100 I want to put down for the pre-order of PlayStation 5.
Okay.
The representative tells him, yo, you what do you mean? We're going to stop pre-ordering.
Right.
And he's like, what? He's like, the saleswoman told him again. Like, yeah, there's no more pre-orders. He was like, what do you mean? Because Sony, they said pre-orders are today. She said, yeah, it was for tomorrow. Boom, y'all hearing me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The pre-orders was for tomorrow.
Yeah.
They jumped the gun because they had no hype. They were watching the show. All right, I want y'all to listen to the new legal real carefully.
Self-release of
Are
pre-orders.
y'all listening to me real carefully? I hope everybody is, because nobody's catching on to this. Okay, I'm gonna break it down elementary so y'all can figure what I'm saying real quick. Hebot and everybody, my brothers in the panel right now.
Yeah.
Are we previously recorded or are we live right now?
No, we live.
Okay.
Live.
So when you're live, you can control what happens. Am I correct?
That's right.
Okay. So everybody who thinks I'm joking or this ain't true, or how does legal know? Because I'm gonna let you know. We're going live right now. So if Hebot decides to cut this damn show off right now, we can still be in here until we leave the show. That's right. That's why it's live.
That's right.
Right.
Now, when you're live, you can do whatever the hell you want to do because you're live. So what usually happens, people, is even when you're watching TV events What they don't tell you is they're a few seconds ahead of you. Because if any little hiccup happens, they try to fix that.
Yeah,
before
like a curse word
it gets to goes worldwide and all that stuff.
That's right, like a curse
See,
word.
That little stunt with Janet Jackson, that'll never happen again in the Super Bowl. That'll never happen again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because they're like, nope, we'll always be 10 seconds ahead of the footage. So they get a chance to edit it up real quick. They got live editors.
Right.
People don't know that. So right now, he can live edit whatever he wants. If he wants to mute me right now, he can mute me. He can say, we don't want to hear from New Legal no more. Let me mute him. Bloop.
Right.
I can't do nothing about it. That's live because we're going live. So when Sony could feel it, bro. They was live. I don't know where the hell they're at. They could have all the representatives somewhere in the world. I'm being honest. And when they went live, okay, they didn't just go live by themselves. Are y'all crazy? It's Sony. Sony went live around every fan, every known fan they knew, family members, the two, whatever, and they sat there and watched the reactions. When they realized they wasn't reacting the way they wanted to, they said, damn, let's crank it up now. Tell them pre-orders, man, and let them go wild real quick. Because nothing that we're showing them is really shaking them up. They knew that they wasn't supposed to do that till the next day.
What's up, bro?
But they did it ahead of time. And when they did that, they messed it up for people who thought the pre-orders was for tomorrow.
Right.
So he goes up in the story. He was like, how could this be? She said they went live. And when they did it, when they ended the show, she said we had to end it because when they went live, that's when the pre-orders were available. He said, so what did y'all do? She straight up told him that it caught them off guard.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Best Buy? Now, listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Do you think Best Buy, that only happened to one?
Oh, that happened nationwide right there, man. Shit, that happened all over.
Yeah, he cut off.
But I'm back. I got that phone call. Do y'all think that only happened to that one Best Buy?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no.
Thank you. That shit went nationwide. Every Best Buy had to change up. She said, man, we had to go out, grab our stuff, put the flyers outside, all that stuff. He said she told me.
I'm glad you said that, Legal.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all right now.
Before you came in, go ahead, finish.
Yeah. I just want to let everybody know this shit, it was real. This is real, okay? You got people like Hip Hop Gamer out here. People, all these fakes, man, all these frauds, bro. And listen, I don't care if Hip Hop Gamer likes PlayStation 5, but I'm just kind of using him as an example because he's a figure, right? I mean, this dude's got like 26,000 followers, but only gets like 32 reactions in his comment section.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a peak game, man. No, there's some people care what they saying, and there's others that just they're known because this nigga works for Hot 97.
Right.
He's the Def Jam employee.
Right, absolutely.
If you strip him from that, he's nothing. Well, see, you're looking at the nothings already. And we already gained better than him because gaming isn't about clout.
Right.
Gaming is about performancing and reaction. That's what gaming is. Mental and physical. It's hand and mind coordination. You got a mind and you got good hands, you can game till you die.
Yep.
Hell, it's like the day at work. I mean, it's like the day when I got home. I called my boy Tay and his brother and all that stuff. We over there talking about, because Tay, he's gonna go and buy Xbox. He gonna buy a PlayStation 5 no matter what. That's what he's gonna do. He bought both systems, okay? And all
right. Because he's a fan. That's fine.
But he always jugging out the Xbox, okay? And
Got you.
Why the hell you buying both?
Because they do that. So when one starts to mess up, they have an excuse. Those kind of gamers, I don't even associate myself with.
Okay, legal, but check it out. But his brother was on the line with us today too. And I told him straight up, I said, listen here, I'm not saying anything bad about the PlayStation. Right. I'm just saying for your buck and for your money, it's best to go with the Xbox because they're gonna give you the better bang for your buck.
If we're talking gaming, why would anybody bring the PlayStation to me if we're talking gaming?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When you line up the games, just like I said not too long ago, why are people undercutting Xbox and just bringing up Game Pass? I saw Jazz today trying to compare them and was like, yeah, for with Xbox and Game Pass, it's the one to buy. They're winning there. Man, if you don't shut your fat ass up, they're not only just winning with Game Pass, bro. Xbox confirmed it today or yesterday that they confirmed it today. No, they confirmed it yesterday. I'm sorry. That the Xbox series is the S and the X are the only console. They got the most next gen console exclusives, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
They won't act like we don't see that. They won't act like we don't read that. They want it. I'm telling y'all, they don't want you to feel good about being an Xbox gamer. I'm telling y'all, it's right there. Just open your damn eyes up, man.
You got that right. So what happened was when I started talking to his brother just sat there and just shut up and just listen. When he sat there and listened, and when I made him make common sense, he went and told his brother straight up, hey, you know what? I was wrong. Miguel, he said, Tugmaster knows his shit. I'm buying an Xbox. I'm not buying that PS5. I'm buying me an Xbox Series X or either the S because I understand what you're talking about. Because when I told
why do you think when people always compare the consoles, it's always a whack ass comparison fit?
They don't even make sense, right?
They never get gamers and film actual gaming and how we get down on those consoles. You ain't never seen no video like that on YouTube. Because if they showed that, it's clear on how the Xbox outperforms the PlayStation.
In every way.
In every way. It's clear. How do you think I've converted so many PlayStation fans to Xbox? Simple. Bring their stupid donkey asses to your house, set them down, put the controller in their hand, and turn that damn Xbox on.
Yeah, that's classic. Yeah. That's how you
do it.
Classic.
Yep.
That's exactly how you do it back in the day, Exactly.
Right from
that whole method still works today. You'd be surprised. How many people, man, this damn thing looks good. Wait till they play live. The first reaction, damn, it's smooth on live.
Yeah, because it's like when the Xbox first came out and the PS4 first came out. You know, the 1080p, the 720p, whatever you want to call it, okay? I had Mortal Kombat sitting right here, sitting side by side. Sitting side by side. My son saw it, and I said, son, what is the difference? I said, what is the difference? Y'all talking about fucking resolution. You know what? He went out there and sold his doggone he went out there and sold his PS4 and got an Xbox.
Right. And it happens, bro. Those are true testimony. It does happen because that's how we did it from ever since back in the day. That has been the most effective way to convert anyone. Is with showing the facts in their hand. Once people experience it personally, they realize, whoa, what have I been missing and why have I been misconstrued? But really quick, before we keep going, okay, because we're really involved in.
It's all right, man. We talking, man. We ain't
conversation as always.
We ain't stuck none of that stupid.
We got Lego's point of view. We know how he stands as far as the bullshit anti-consumer approach of desperation of releasing.
Come on,
out of nowhere, right?
Look,
we got
I got this buried PlayStation.
So now,
you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah,
now we gotta
did.
Listen, this is our opportunity. Everything's in our favor, so now we got to stick it to them. Like I said, but we got an opportunity right now. We got the ninja assassin himself, the legend from Hawaii, the man that assassinates people with his soft-spoken voice, but with his intellect, right? But with his
Sega, man. That's Sega Forever, man.
And that is none other than Sega Forever has joined us. Sega Forever, welcome. Thank you for stopping by.
What's up,
my brother? Aquaman, bro. That's Aquaman.
Now, now let us know what you've been up to real quick. And What do you think about that approach that Sony got to know where it came out and said, you know what? We're just dropping it on you. And nobody remembers how they complained with Sega Saturn back then when they released the console right there after the show in E3. But they wanted to act like this is not the same situation with Sony.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we can hear
We can
you.
hear you,
Hey,
brother.
what's up, Legal? What's up, man? Hey,
Yo,
what's
what's
up,
up, Sega Forever, man? It's good to hear your voice, fam.
What's up, Sega forever? What's up, brother?
What's
Hey,
up,
what's
y'all?
up, Tuck?
What's up, man?
Unlimited.
Dude. You know what, dude? I would have loved. You know when that price up for the $299? I would have loved to be at Sony. I would have loved to be at Sony headquarters, man, to see the look on their face when they saw that $299, $599 price tag, dude.
Facts.
Because you know what happened, right? Sony, look, we've dealt with Sony long enough. We know how they operate, right? And it took them a long time to respond. And the reason why it took them a long time to respond is because Microsoft gave them no wiggle room at all.
Right.
Because I guarantee you, because you know, like you listen to all these people, all these supposed industry guys, right? And they were coming up with prices for this stuff, price tags for how much the system was going to cost, you know, and in the higher end. So I'm pretty sure Sony probably thought the same thing. And when I saw that $99.99, it blew me away. And I just thought about that. I was like, man, I would have loved to be at Sony headquarters and see the look on their face. Because they had no place else to go. That's why it didn't surprise me what their price of the, you know, like that I care. But the price of their systems that they came out with yesterday, man, there's, you know, just watching, like you said, man, just watching these dudes try and flip the script and trying to make all kind of excuses for them. You know,
right.
It's funny to watch because these guys are trying their hardest. Now, there's genuine people out there that are just, you know, look, they're just not gamers, man. They're in the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
But man, some of these PlayStation dudes. I mean, look, and let's be fair, right? Those PlayStation guys. If Sony would have came out with the PlayStation 5 specs and they were PlayStation 2 specs, right? They would still love it, right? They're still gonna buy. They're gonna still buy the system.
That's right.
You know, that's how hardcore PlayStation they are, right? It doesn't matter. And then they were trying to spin it, and the media were trying to spin it like, oh, it's a retro console. Man, why didn't Microsoft think of that? You know, they would do something like that. But
Well, listen.
yeah, when I saw that price, bro, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, we've lost so many of our comrades, as Legal says, over these last 5 years. You know, some people that was hardcore or we thought was hardcore that have fallen off of the wayside. You know, Heba, man, you know, in his show, when he gets the video capability, right, we should do an in memoriam section, you know, like they do at the Oscars for all the people that pass away. We should do that for all the Xbox guys that have come and gone. Because a lot of these guys, when they came out with the S, when they came out with all these different versions of the Xbox, right, they were saying, you know, if Microsoft just sold it for $199 or sold it for $299, you know, and then Microsoft, they did it. Finally did it. They got one of the most powerful systems. They got it for $299.99, right?
Mm-hmm.
And left no wiggle room for Sony. But unfortunately, none of these guys are in the community anymore. And like Hunter says, y'all can't come back. Hunter says you can't come back. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna touch on something. I'm gonna touch on something. Thanks for the thoughts and your sentiments, Sega Forever. Like, I'm gonna touch on something real quick on something you said. But before I do that, right, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to answer Brown real quick. Brown, Sony has been lying. Okay? Brown, Sony
Yo, that's
has
my
been
man
lying.
right there. Limited Production
Brown.
1.
That's right. That's right. He's in here. He's in here. Brown, real quick to give you an answer. You know, about Sony, right? They've been lying since they came into the scene. Okay? They've been lying
since 1995.
Exactly. The release of the PlayStation 1. They haven't just started doing this. This is, if you go back, this is all archived. It's all historical. This is all public record.
How you gonna lie on Nintendo? How you gonna lie on Nintendo?
Right. Yeah, right.
You just lie on Nintendo for no reason. Bold-faced lie. Just lie on Nintendo.
It's not something new. So believe me, they don't. You know, it's like somebody.
Yo, Heba. Nintendo got better engineers than Sony. They made their first console. How you like that?
There we go. There we go. Look, check it out. Look, they came out today, right? And this is not to change the subject, but just to let you know. And said, it came out today. I think it was an article on one of those really professional sites that came out and said that the PlayStation 5 digital console, right? It's not going to be backwards compatible. Okay?
Yeah.
And then I have people trying damage control and say, oh, they're going to have backwards compatible with the digitals. When they didn't even announce that for the PS5 with the disc. So why would they announce it for the one without the disc? And what they did was put 5 or 6 games tied down to PlayStation Plus. If you get it on PS5, you have access to them digitally, which is very different. That's not back and pack. That's games you can play under a paywall. So with that being said, that'll be my question to all of you next about what y'all think about that as far as value between the Xbox Series S and the X, right? I mean, and the PlayStation 5 digital. We have the one of the, not one, he's actually one of the most dangerous guys right now on YouTube coming up. He holds no punches. He's going straight to the jugular. He's calling out everything he sees the way that we've needed from many more, the way that I've been doing with Legal, with Sega Man, with 100, with Sega Forever, with all the group in our circle for a while now. But he's doing it in his own way, with his own style, and he's part of the family. It's none other than the Unlimited Productions. Brother, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And what do you think about this rhetoric, bull crap, and anti-consumer behavior of Sony just releasing that pre-order, didn't give nobody time, and it's been a debacle and chaos where before Legal gave a good story, before you came in, I hope you heard it, I was saying to the fellas that even my friend from GameStop, that's the manager, or the district manager, said that they basically found out 5 minutes after the show was over, and they told them half hour, all the pre-orders go up. They weren't ready at all. It took them by surprise. And they were like, it was a madhouse. Some orders were done, and they had to cancel them without any hesitation because they don't even know the numbers of availability. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, I missed the beginning. I missed everybody else who went earlier, other than Sega Forever a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. What have we been saying forever? What have y'all been saying for years? What it like everything has reached a crescendo, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
because how many times can we be right before people look in the mirror and start calling out Sony on their bullshit? Now, little by little, there are those who are finally saying that.
Right.
Hey, Sony, what's up with the bullshit?
Well, not me. I've been saying, get Sony, man. Get a PlayStation. You're going to enjoy it. The online service is the best. Hey, man, they don't never lie to you.
Never. I mean, look, Leo. They tell the truth so much. Look, this is how honest Sony is. All right, even though they got caught lying about things like backwards compatibility, about cross-gen gamings, they're telling the truth that games they're telling the truth that games like Demon's Souls aren't coming to the PC. I mean, they're completely honest about that.
Right.
I mean, it's not like their own produced shows showed shit like Final Fantasy's gone to PC and then they remove it right after. Yeah, their own producer. So you're telling me Sony going to produce a whole show for an hour, however long it takes to produce it, and then all of a sudden, oh no, it was a mistake. It was a mistake.
Facts. You see the Jeff Kigley one on Twitter with that clown? Yo, Sony is quite aware of what happened. He played it off and was like, "Oh, we was getting word that people were at the store."
Damage controlling for the
Are you serious? You was getting word? Yeah, right. You was live. You was the one that announced it. Bro, I'm telling y'all, I'm so glad and so honored to see this. What did I say? We had to live to see this day. November 10th, you can say bye-bye to me and Hebot and everybody else. If you took us for granted, I can't. We got to leave y'all up to the wolves now because we gave y'all everything y'all needed. We're not playing when we said there's nothing new under the sun. We done seen this shit so many times throughout the generations that we didn't have social media back then. We literally took it to the streets.
That's right.
Yep.
That's why you had to do it. Now you got so many cowards. So many people wearing skirts and clout chasing for life.
Ryan McCafferty.
Ryan
McCaffrey.
My God. It's even some in our circle. Even some within our own circle. Even Jesus Christ had a Judas.
I mean, damn, legal, man.
Come on, man. If y'all think everybody around, even Pop said on the Outlaw album, check the nigga that's riding next to you and see if he's real.
Yeah.
Come on, even Pop said
yeah.
that.
Hey, you know, the guy's gonna go talk about what else has Sonny lied about? Okay, the biggest damn lie they lied about was when the PS3 was around, that damn fucking ass cell processor. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
Look,
my
man.
God. I said, is this a video game or is this a damn space show?
Look, you got to be, look, man, I don't even like calling people names, y'all. Come on. But you got to be dumb to think Bloomberg is going to make up a story about Sony. We're talking Bloomberg.
Yes.
When Bloomberg told everybody, listen, the SOCs, we're getting word, because look, Sony doesn't control everybody, y'all. Are you serious?
No, they don't.
Look, Sony is not king of itself. It has to ask people to make things for them. They're not self-integrated. So when you got these manufacturers, right? Everything's tied to investors, to stocks. It's big money, people. It's big business.
Yeah.
And when you got a manufacturer putting out millions for you, and they realize, like Heba was throwing up the numbers, man, we're supposed to be making 11 for them. So let's say about 6 million for release, 5 million through the second fiscal quarter. So that means by early summer, PlayStation's supposed to have put out 11 million consoles.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's going to happen?
Nothing to play with.
You know what's going to happen, Eagle? They're going to be like, we've sold 18 million. How? You only had like 11 million to distribute.
Listen, Heba, that won't work this generation. Heba, we don't have to go through that this generation. Don't go too fast, Heba, because you'll lose them. Slow down. We got to start at first grade, bro.
First grade.
We got to stay first grade with them because they don't allow themselves to learn. They don't.
You said kindergarten?
Kindergarten, preschool, fam. You got to keep it at preschool.
You guys can keep it at preschool.
Look, Bloomberg ain't going to just make up shit. The SOC, people, is short for System Operating Chip. That means the processing, everything that makes your menu come on and you scroll through your apps and all that is in that. Okay? That's a big deal. That's not something you just make up. You don't just make up news about that. And you certainly don't make up news about 4 million of them going bad. Come on.
That's too many to even try to make a lie out of.
There you go. That's too much. Bro,
it was 50,000, baby.
That's too much of a number to be joking around with. And nobody's joking around with 4 million messed up SOCs.
That's their first hiccup right there. Sony.
That's right. That's right. That was the first clue. Now watch this. Watch this, Heba, and everybody on the panel. They were suspecting that. We saw it on Twitter. The PlayStation fan, that ain't real, that ain't true. I'm like, dude, it's Bloomberg. What the hell are you talking? That lets you know they don't even know what the companies are. They don't even know what companies are, you know?
Right.
You doubting Bloomberg, you're dumb. You're stupid. Then Bloomberg comes out that the stocks failed for Sony. And they failed. Now watch this. That's another direct hit. When you losing 4 million SOCs, why do you think investors are going to keep putting their money into your shit? Hell no.
That's a big no. But Dorian, remember,
they're losing 4 million. Pull my money out right now.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm gonna add to what you're saying though. Remember that I also showed that article where people were like, "Oh, that's bull crap." Remember I said, "Well, look, these guys are put up an article saying, don't be surprised if you might have some problems with your console when you get it first."
That was the first. That was the very first one. That's so true. That was before Bloomberg.
Yeah.
That's right. They were trying to warn them in. They were like, listen, I'm just going to let you know because Sony's not going to stop. You know what they're going to do? Put them out there anyway.
Right.
If it don't work, just tell them, hell, we'll get them one when we fix it.
That's right.
Come on, man. Y'all need to wake the hell up because y'all about to make us clown the shit out of y'all.
Oh, it's going to be easy.
Hey, let me ask you this. How many times have the industry told? I mean, you look at all those stocks, everything that Sony then sold. They just sold their damn computer division. Well, hey, the movie division is dead right now because of the damn pandemic. So he's suffering on
That's
that right now,
Brown.
big time. I mean, they're suffering on all that stuff, big time.
But
So
Tuck,
what make you think that they, man, please?
Tuck,
But hold on, Tuck and Hebot.
me and
Right,
Tori,
Hebot was right. The warnings were coming, and then soon as the heat got up, right?
yeah.
As soon as more and more press started hitting, what did Sony do? Thank you, son, for the chicken McNugget. Put the rest of them right there. I'll finish. Hey, son, say something to the X. Let the Xbox family know what's up in this house.
Xbox gang.
You
That's
damn
right.
right, it's Xbox gang. Xbox gang all day. I love
Already,
you.
starting
I'm
from
raising my kid right. Hey, so you know it's like this. When it got too hot, Sony only knows one way to do, and that's to lie to the fan base.
Oh, yeah.
They came out
Now
yesterday
that's
and was
right.
like, listen, everybody, it's a lie. We're still gonna, you're right, you still gonna, what did I just say you was gonna do? You're still gonna put those messed up consoles out there. You damn right you are, Sony. That's right. we didn't think you was gonna
They have no choice.
right. We didn't think you would admit to that, Sony. We're saying, yeah, you gonna put it out there to the masses, and people are gonna be complaining because you know how we know. Do you know how we know?
Oh.
This is how we know. Y'all remember when the PlayStation Pro came out?
Yeah.
What happened when they undercut it? That little bad boy called the Xbox One S, and they found out that bitch had premium HDR. Premium upscale. It had one of the best upscale features in the electronic department. Right? Because it didn't allow it didn't use the TV. It had its own upscaler built in.
Right, absolutely.
Facts. Your PlayStation has to use the TV. The TV has the burden. It has to sweat for your console. Your TV don't have to sweat for the S.
Even the first one, the original.
That's what I'm talking about. The Xbox. That's right.
No, that's right. Even that had an SSD.
Yes.
They had an SSD version.
Yes.
You know what I mean? People don't act like they don't remember.
They act like the SSD is something legendary. Listen, T-Bot. That's what I'm saying. You going, T-Bot? you
going ahead.
T-Bot can't help it, man. Because when you're so rich in knowledge, you can't help but to act like He-Bot. It's hard. It's hard for He-Bot to act like me. It's hard. You see what I'm saying? I've already battled He-Bot. He knows way more than me. I can't battle him no more. I'm like, I give up. He knows too many games. He beat me. I tell everybody, you don't want to match. Why do you think none of them? I still got my money on He-Bot. You won't find one YouTuber that align themselves up against He-Bot. Not one.
But they can't.
Because gaming isn't about how many views you get. Gaming ain't about how much money you make on YouTube. I keep telling people that. Just because somebody has a high account on YouTube don't mean they know gaming, bro.
Right.
That just means they're good at talking to you.
Yeah.
They're good at presenting some content creations. They're good at making some good thumbnails. That shit ain't got nothing to do with gaming.
It has nothing to do with gaming.
It has nothing to do with gaming.
All the stuff.
But he's right. They only knew one. Oh, here's the fact that we know, because Sony has a paper trail. When they found out that Xbox had all that top quality, what did they do? They came out at E3, was mute. Everybody was like, damn, Sony, you always talking shit. What's going on? Sony was like, well, we're going to bypass the E3 with all our news, and we're going to do our... That was the whole thing about doing their big event.
That was the first time when they said...
That was the first big event. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it on our own stage, and we're going to tell y'all everything. So
to buy time.
Hey, the reason they did that is because they do what they always do. They go back in exile, right? They go in that little room that they went into in 2013. They go right back to that damn little room. And it's the same one. It's the same damn room. They literally cut it out of Japan and they shipped that room to California. It's the same room, y'all.
Right.
Same room. They get in that room.
They tighten
and start brainstorming.
They tighten it.
That's their brainstorming room. They start talking to each other. So what do we do? 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 What do we do?
Now let me ask you this. How many
Hold on, Tuck.
Wait. How many years did they miss E3?
Hold on, Tuck. You're going to go too far up.
What? No,
Let me finish this out because it has to be finished out. It has to for them to get it, man. We have to start getting it to them because now more than ever, our time is here. If we don't explain it now, it's lost.
It's lost.
But it's working. I see people now starting to see what we've been saying all these years is true because it's right there now. What did Sony do when they finally got to get in that room? Let's just tell them that they'll get HDR by way of firmware. Now, if you fucking stupid, excuse my language, if you stupid, you believe that. It was so stupid that even Xbox had to come out and say, that's not how HDR works.
Yeah,
it was sad. Yeah. It was literally sad.
Yeah, people had to believe it. Yeah,
and then what happened, y'all? Sony was like, our fan base is dumb. I told y'all they think y'all are dumb. So they're like, they're going to believe what we say anyway. So put it out there. You didn't see and then what happened, y'all, when they put it out there? What told off on their little secret lie? The TVs.
Yeah, the TVs, yeah.
Some LGs started crashing. Watch this, y'all. Every TV crashed except for which one? That Sony TV.
The Sony one. Yeah, the Sony one.
The Sony one didn't crash. And the Sony TV is the weakest TV out of all of them. It didn't have none of the features. That's why it worked, you dumbasses. That's why it worked, because LG had real HDR in it. The Samsung had real. You couldn't put the fake HDR to that.
Yeah, it's compressed. What they did was a compressed.
Now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this, y'all. See, y'all want to try to figure out
Shout out to Rogue.
New Legal know all of this. I'm the first to ever bring up HDR gaming.
Oh yeah, you were absolutely. I gotta admit, yeah, he did.
I'm the first to
say like, what
the first to even bring to existence.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Hey, there was nobody talking about HDR gaming, bro. Nobody.
You're the person mentioned in the game.
And I told everybody Microsoft is going to go with HDR gaming, and HDR gaming is going to be more popular than 4K resolution. Everybody laughed at me.
Oh, it's going to be a big game. It's like ray tracing now. It's a big deal. It's making a big effect.
They laughed at me, y'all. Look, let me tell y'all something. They know who the hell I am, and they know who I'm talking about. That's why I don't ever call their names out. They know who I am, bro. They know what I do to this shit. They know. I love who I am today. I love who I am. I love what I'm about. He about knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, yo.
Because it's like this. Okay, it's like this. You know, I'm gonna give. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead, Chuck.
Okay. Okay, Sony missed E3 for how many years? What, 3 years?
2 years.
2 years in a row.
Right.
Now this year, this time when they missed before the pandemic happened, they talk about not coming this year. So here come these damn stupid ass PS4 fans. You know, they was talking about not going. They don't need E3. They don't need E3. I said, "Mother, y'all crazy? E3 is the biggest damn event, and you don't think, they don't need E3?
Now they're gonna crucify. Now they're gonna crucify E3 just because Sony don't show up to it.
And you bringing out a new console?
There you go.
I said, are y'all crazy?
Yeah, but Tuck, E3 that was debunked this year. But what happened? We know that it's not. That's a fact. That's bullshit. We know that.
It's all bullshit.
Cemented, yo. Look, I want to go way back. I want to go back to my boy Unlimited because Legal went in, you know, like he does. He's passionate, just like me. I do the same
shit. Sorry, Unlimited.
I want to Unlimited on it because he didn't get to speak on it.
Sorry, Unlimited. I'm sorry. My bad.
Hey, you were Freddie Fuck said. You were Freddie Fuck said. I saw my PS4 pre-order for $800.
Shut up, Freddie. You stupid.
Hey, make that money, Freddie. Make that money.
You gonna make that money when you can, right?
Damn right.
While it's hot.
They gotta go play that Ratchet and Clank, homie. They gotta go play it.
I fucked up. He's gonna sell my pre-order for $800. He's funny.
Hey, a $70. A $70 game.
Look at Brown. Look at Brown right there. Look at Brown.
Yeah.
What he's saying.
He's right. Absolutely right. The only consoles with Dolby Vision, even though the S is $299. Wow.
How many people? Now watch this. I'm sorry, Unlimited. Listen, y'all. I love Unlimited Production. That's my brother. Hold on. That's my brother, and we're not doing this on purpose to him.
Yeah, of course.
He's us. But watch this. I just want to make this clear. This is an eye opener again. I'm glad Brown said this, and this is what I'm talking about. Unlimited Production, Sega Man 101, Sega Forever, Hebot, all guys on the panel. I don't know who was all in there.
Hey, you got
Look at what Brown just said, right?
Yeah, you got it.
It's so beautiful, isn't it? This is why we do what we do. The streets know. We are so glad when we see
like
stuff
you
like
said,
that. The streets know. But let me show y'all something.
The damn sale process and shit.
Let me show y'all something. How is it that Brown can sit up here on this show, type that out, right?
Yeah.
And we have all these so-called Xbox guys on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where is one video about that right there?
And they don't even know what HDR vision is. Dolby Vision. That's the sad part.
Where is it, y'all? Xbox is the only console ever in history to have Dolby Vision. Let me tell y'all what Dolby Vision is. It's the ultimate version of HDR. You don't get no higher than that. It's motion picture HDR. It's what movies use. Good night, people. Don't even come at me ever.
Go finish eating and I'll mute you.
Yeah, go ahead and mute me. Let Unlimited Production talk, y'all.
Eat. Go ahead, Unlimited, talk.
All right. Damn, man, New Legal, man. That's why I started listening to that. Man.
Shout out to Gaming Guru.
Yes, Gaming Guru Elite. Thank you for stopping by, mate. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Oh, wow, Brown, for real. Look what Brown said. Unlimited. GameStop has $800 PS5 bundles.
I just took a snap of that. Now they laughed at me, didn't they? Unlimited. They laughed at me on Twitter when I said $900. They laughed at me.
PlayStation Nation. They're already helping him out. Oh my God.
I mean, I saw people posting that spent like they pre-ordered the PlayStation, the controller,
playing charge kit that nobody's talking about.
Yeah, and they showing their pre-orders, and it's like $880 worth of stuff. I'm like, hold on. Weren't y'all the same ones who were just bitching about getting pre-orders and all this stuff because you needed time to?
Yeah, oh my gosh, Unlimited. Yeah, you just made another point. You was that close, Unlimited.
Let him say it.
No, he was that close. No, he ain't gonna say it, but he missed it. But he's right, but he missed it. Watch this, Unlimited. Weren't they the same ones that was bitching about Microsoft in 2013 for being $100 more?
Yeah. Oh no, I wasn't done. Lee.
Go ahead.
I wasn't done, so I gotta point that one out.
Get him, Unlimited. Get him.
Listen. These dudes, look, and this is how old the act is. All right. The PS5 is the $500 one. There's a $400 console. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to only talk about the $400 console, and in terms of price, only price they'll say it's less expensive than the Xbox Series X. However, when it comes to power, they only talk about the Series S, and they try to spin it as the PS5 is more powerful than the S only. They'll ignore the X. However, the report today just said that there are way more $500 versions of the PS5 that's being pre-ordered than the $400 one. So it's really just a damn marketing gimmick at this now. So for the same price, so you got the weaker hardware with confirmed less exclusives for all you fucking exclusive babies who shit on everything that isn't a PlayStation exclusive.
Right.
So you got the weaker hardware, you're getting weak games confirmed, and now y'all motherfuckers are spending $800 on this bullshit ass console that Sony ain't telling you shit. All right, they lied to y'all. They blatantly lied to y'all for months, and all y'all on your videos, games are gonna be held back because of the Xbox One, and all this other stupid shit. They lied to your face. And y'all still throwing your money at these fools. For some reason, I don't get it. I mean, they lied to your face. That you throw money at them, and you reap what you show. So when you do stupid stuff like this,
they're gonna look back 5 years from now, 10 years from now. They're gonna slip up on YouTube and find our channels and say, "Why the fuck didn't I subscribe to these dudes?" I was wasting my time with all these other fucking idiots.
Let me add something real quick. What makes you guys think, just like Limited said, just like Dorian just said, right? The legal, right? Why would they fucking push the digital console more than this console, if they already stated they charging you $75 per game with tax.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? That don't make no sense. They need to make up for the money they're losing with the hardware sales. Because if you guys think that console wasn't supposed to be more expensive because the R&D for them was way more expensive and way more taxing on their part, on their pockets, you're a fool. They don't have Microsoft money. Their stocks are still in the red. Right now, they're losing on each of those consoles. So they got to make up for the cost in one place or another. They have to make up for it. So pushing that digital for them doesn't make no sense right now. Go ahead and
look, man, it's been a wild couple of days because so much bullshit from Sony is finally being exposed that it's hard for me to keep up, man. Because every time I log on to something, there's some new bullshit out there with Sony. Like there's stuff that I'm probably forgetting right now. I hope that y'all touched on earlier with these dudes, man. I mean, it's so clear that they got caught with their pants down, man. They got caught jerking off, and now they trying to pretend that they got caught jerking off by that girl, and now they trying to pretend that they don't watch some weird Japanese porn, basically.
Yep. Ryan McCafferty.
Yeah, Ryan McCaffrey. Like, oh yeah, and then the media.
You're just saying
like the media. All right, they are really being exposed because all of them. Oh, and I'm so proud of the community these last 2 days, man. Calling out dudes like Ryan McCaffrey and all these gaming sites, posting blatantly how Rise of the Tomb Raider, that was a big issue for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But Final Fantasy 16, oh, it's so good when Sony does it. It's so bad when Microsoft is open that hey, some of our games are going to be cross-gen. Now Sony does it. Oh, it's not a bad thing.
You want to know what's so dumb about the cross-gen thing? Here's what's so dumb about it. Have any of you lames out there in the game industry understood who the hell we are? That's been our whole damn identity since after the OG Xbox. We've always been cross-gen.
Yep.
Always. Cross-gen is our legacy. When you mention cross-gen, that's Xbox. We're backwards compatibility always. That's who we are.
But you know what?
We always brought our games with us.
But to be fair, Dorian, right now, there's a lot of games on the Xbox that aren't even cross-gen.
Right.
That's what they're saying, that there's the console with the most exclusives going forward at this point. You know what I mean?
We're the only console that's got certified next-gen games that are exclusive.
Right.
The key word is next-gen.
And we didn't need a show with a damn picture of God of War and lie that is coming out next year.
They lied. Oh my God! Somebody.
No, we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't
aware. They lied. And look. Xbox got all this hype and didn't have to show one game. And you telling me Microsoft don't know how to market?
Their show helped.
I mean, they already showed so many games before.
They didn't even show a game.
Yeah,
that's because they showed them back in May and July. I mean, we've already known we had plenty of games.
No, he's talking about the games running on the actual hardware.
We got 6. That's right. We got 6 out of our studio head that ain't even popped up yet.
Yeah. Like we haven't seen nothing from Hellblade, Everwild.
We haven't seen them.
The Mira. We haven't really seen the one from Initiative. We haven't seen Forza. We haven't seen none of that. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a beast.
It's gonna be a beast, yo. That's why Microsoft is just sitting back laughing, dude. They're laughing because they know that the joke is on them. Whoever thought that Sony could out-engineer Microsoft, you are a fool, bro. You fooled yourself. Not only are you a fool, but you a damn dumbass. Like, a fool and his money soon part ways, right? So y'all are trying to make that slogan not true. So what you're trying to do is prove to us that your pockets are deep. Well, we know your pockets are deep. You've had 2 years to sit up there and save for the PlayStation 5. We know you dummies don't go out there and day one buy anything. Y'all are about to go broke. Some of y'all bills aren't finna get paid.
Well, we don't know if they put it on their credit cards either. So
you don't put it on your damn credit cards because y'all just want a clout chase. Well, that's fine. You know, it's like the turtle in the hare. Go ahead and run first. We don't give a damn. I know one thing. On Tuesday, I'm pre-ordering that Xbox Series X. I don't give a
I'm
damn
with
if
you,
you say
legal.
I'm getting that too.
I'm
You
with
don't
you.
game on Xbox like I do.
That's right. Well,
That's right. You don't put up. You don't wear the jersey like I do. So I don't give a damn if you buy an Xbox.
You got to record the video showing you paying it with cash. That's what we all.
Facts. You want to start acting like you game on Xbox? Let's start recording gaming.
Let's put it.
Let's do it.
Pound for pound. Let's see.
Pound for pound. All of a sudden, I'm an Xbox gamer. I got Xbox too. Don't mean shit. I probably got more consoles than you.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes are funny as hell, man.
Oh, they're gonna find out. It's already looking not good. But unlimited. So what do you thought about? What's your final thought? I guess about what I asked you. What do you think? That you didn't think that was messed up on their part to do that, or do you just know?
Yeah, I thought it was messed up, but it's pretty much the same old thing. But the problem is, it's 2020. What Sony is like a David Blaine or a magician. They were cool years ago. For the first time, it was mind blowing. It's like, oh shit, whoa! When they first undercut, excuse me, when they first undercut the Saturn, for example, and it was like $199, I think the PS1 was. I forgot what it was.
No, it's $299 versus
$299.
$399.
Yeah.
But what people don't realize is that they didn't pay for the R&D for that content.
Exactly.
That's a whole nother story.
They didn't realize none of that. However, back in the 90s, the act was cool. It was like, oh snap, this is jaw dropping. In 2020, the smoke and mirrors has been exposed. So the magic trick it's not impressive. So now when you've been doing the same act for 2-3 decades now, people are just tired of it. And it just doesn't work. Oh, it's gonna work for the most extreme of the extreme fanboys. They're never gonna put any real objective thought into anything. But for the rest of us, it's just like, all right, whatever.
Well, that's what
you lied for so long. You've lied about when you lied about the Killzone trailer, or you lied about the PS2 back when the Dreamcast was released, or when you really lied about the PS3 with it was supposed to do 120 frames per second on.
Dude, come on, preach, brother, preach. Come on with it.
Like at some point, like I probably give people more credit than they deserve, but I really and truly believe that people aren't that stupid to that level, to that extreme that Sony treats people. So that's my final thoughts. Oh, it's wrong.
You'd be surprised.
It's definitely wrong how they do it, but people are just like, okay, this is not.
They eat it up. Yeah, they eat it up. But what we were trying to touch base on before, what Legal was trying to tell you was that, and I was just talking with my boy before I got on, was all this bull crap talking, right? But when the Xbox released in 2013, it was $500 price tag, right? $100 more than the PS4, and the excuse was, "Oh, it's too expensive," but it had 13 exclusives.
Yeah,
it
had
right? Day one. Meanwhile, the PS4 was only $400, right? They didn't have innovations with the camera, even though you still needed it to stream, and you still had to buy it separately to stream, and it was still the same price, about $80, $90, and they only have one real exclusive. You see what I'm saying? And so, that was worth even trying, right, at the time. And that's what the point that Legal was trying to say that you missed. That now they just expose themselves. Because these motherfuckers are dropping $800, and it's all in controllers and accessories, because the controller is also $85, which nobody's fucking shit.
Okay, dumb ducks, you damn dumb ducks.
And then when you see the games, it's one game, either Demon Souls.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's the only one that's a real.
Which is a remake.
It's a remaster, right? It's a remake. But I have the original one, right? And so does Sega Man, right? And freaking Sackboy, they ain't gonna buy that shit. We know.
How the hell you gas up a night soap opera game? You're running around slashing one dude, he die. Just to get to a big monster, hit you 2 times, you die. You dumbass.
Even the Final Fantasy didn't show well. That Final Fantasy looked like a downgrade from 15.
It did.
It really did. As far as how beautiful and technical it looked, with more NPCs on screen, more detail. It looked like they stepped back to not have any issues with the, with the frame rate like they did, I guess, with 15. That's what it really looked like. To me, it didn't look like a next generational game. Because if you put it next to that other game they're making that was announced called Project Athia, That game runs waters around. That really looked next gen. Or next to Wukong, right? The story of Journey to the West. It runs circles around. If you
Mr.
want,
Gaming Historian.
if you want to compare it, right?
Mr.
Now,
Gaming Historian.
no.
There's a
So,
beautiful thing about the Xbox Series X.
mhm.
It's called this. Every game that comes on the Xbox Series X automatically becomes a special edition game.
Mhm.
It automatically becomes a special edition game
That's
because
right.
the
That's right.
Xbox Series X does wonderful things to video games.
Yeah.
All you got to do is buy the game, start playing it on your Xbox Series X. It automatically becomes a special edition game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all
The
you got to
value.
do.
The value of the S versus even the digital version. It having the, what's it called? The chipset they have, the velocity architecture, the velocity chip that it has,
Facts.
CPU being faster, and the fact that it has the same RDNA 2 in it, the fact that you can actually play all your games back compat from all the generations, right? The fact that you'll be able to play games in a locked, 1440 with a stable 60, in some cases 120 frames, makes that console a whole lot more efficient and appealing for the general market as an entry point for next gen. You
And
understand?
mind you, that this consistency of power stays equalized. When they
Mhm.
said 12 teraflops of power, that's exactly what you're getting. 12 teraflops of power, straight line. That's straight line. You can
Right,
get
yeah,
more
with the
than that.
series,
It has been
yeah,
confirmed
yeah,
that it's
yeah,
truly
yeah.
a 13
Well,
teraflop, but
the
you
the
will get
series,
consistent 12.
yeah, the Series S also has the Dolby Vision, and the Series S also has Dolby Atmos surround, which is
Facts.
another factor. You understand?
Facts.
And this is more, and it's in the digital form, yes, but it's still more capable
Facts.
in efficiency and its features than a PS5. And people are trying to downplay that and you can't,
The
because you
reason
can't.
they tried to downplay it, is because Mark Cerny tried to downplay it. He got smacked by Dolby
Right,
Atmos.
right. But this is reality versus,
You got smacked
trying
hard.
to.
He got smacked so many ways, bro. It was funny as hell. He got smacked like a stepchild in the third grade for coming home making A's, and the daddy
Right.
made F's in the third grade.
That
Okay,
whole,
Took it out on
well,
his child.
hey,
whole
hey, fellas,
SSD,
hey, fellas,
the whole
hey, fellas,
SSD, the
hey,
whole
fellas,
SSD. Give me a
let
sec,
me ask-
Chuck. Give me
okay,
one sec. The whole SSD idea of it being faster loading, it's not going to help with you playing games with HDR Dolby Vision. It's not going to help with you playing games in HD and Dolby Atmos surround. It's
that's
not going to
true.
help with you playing your backwards compatibility games from 4 generations. It's not going to help with that smart delivery, or not that smart, that fast delivery where you go from one game to another, which
Right,
has already been confirmed also on the Series X.
right.
It's not going to help with the SSD, solution that they have of expandable SSD, because they ain't even mentioned that for the PS5. You see what I'm trying to say? And yet you're still paying only 299, right? So again, right? Plus Game Pass, exclusive games, day and date, day one, right? You don't even have to forcefully go buy it, or if you don't have the capital, you don't have to feel like I can't buy other games that I might be interested, like let's say a Cyberpunk coming out this holiday, because you want to buy also, let's say a Gears Tactics or a Flight Simulator, or even the Medium, right? Because they're exclusive to the console, right? So those factors you all got to put them in. So I want to get that thought and opinion from all of you. What do you think versus people trying to say that it's not a better value when it's clearly night and day? So I'll start with you, saying forever, and then I'll go to you, Chuck. What do you think?
So there's one word that everybody who's listening today learned. The word of the day. It's called performance.
Mm-hmm.
It's called performance. Regardless of, when I was on Twitter the other day and I put this out there, because people were complaining because they're doing the comparisons, right? Because the PlayStation 5, the 4K version, and they're comparing it to the S. And I thought it was funny because regardless of what the PlayStation 5 can do either, so it's never going to be as good as the S, because the S is just a better performing system for all the things that you just listed under the hood,
Yes.
right? So Dorian will probably attest to this, because me and Dorian are TCL guys when it comes to 4K televisions.
Right.
Now, TCL doesn't have the picture quality of a Samsung, doesn't even touch an LG. But what the TCL has is everything that everybody needs. and that everybody wants and that everybody can understand. And
Yeah,
it does it
yeah.
very well. It might not reach those high marks or those high watermarks, but it doesn't need to hit those watermarks because it's offset by the price, the quality, and all the features that are in there that everybody knows how to use.
Right.
Facts.
And that's
And it
basically
looks,
what the S is.
gorgeous. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I have the, I initially started off with Hisense, but then Hisense kind of, the thing I don't like about Hisense over time is they started hitting for that high market. And then I went over to TCL because Dorian would talk about TCL all the time. And I went over to TCL because they were hitting those mid-level benchmarks, kind of like what Microsoft was doing with their consoles. So we just didn't get the X, right? We got the S.
Right.
We didn't get we just didn't get the digital one that we have now, Series S. We got the digital version of the S. So Microsoft was taking all these little points, and what we have right now is we have two consoles, one at a very low price point that can do everything that most people want, who are gamers and casuals.
Right.
And when I mean gamers, I mean we're hardcore gamers. We're hardcore gamers. This
right.
is made for the general masses. And this is the problem for all you Sony guys out there, and I know some of you guys are watching us right now. This is something that you got to realize. The problem Sony's going to have in this next generation are the normies. And what I mean by that is these are the people that put you guys up, that prop you guys up. Once they turn on you, it's over. But you guys won't be able to keep Sony going. Once these people realize, yeah, you're just one generation away from just being nothing. Because right now you're the cool kids, you're the ones that everyone talks about because it's easier not to do research on PlayStation because everybody puts stuff out there. It's all false, right? It's all fake news and stuff like that. But the bottom line is that once these guys leave your console and say they come over to the PlayStation, maybe they go over to PC, hell, some of them might go back to the Switch, who knows? But once these guys leave you, man, you guys are in trouble because you guys have nothing. I didn't even watch the PlayStation stuff. I don't really care about PlayStation, but from everything that you read online, and the reason why I know you guys are in trouble is because the same people that normally support you guys are not supporting you guys anymore.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
the only people that are supporting you guys who are the guys who always support you, the hardcore fans, and the people like Ryan McCaffrey, and then the Sony guys that just can't let go, right? You guys got those dudes. But I watched a lot of different people, and I watched the Xbox guys, but we're already in that boat of Xbox. If you really want to get a good feel of everything, you go watch like the CNETs, and you go watch the Verge, and I know it's hard to watch these guys, right? But even they were recognizing because that $299 price point. They could.
Yeah.
What Phil Spencer did is what he said in 2015. They're going to build an ecosystem, and hat tip to Showstopper. The Showstopper was the first one that said this. They were building an ecosystem, and within that ecosystem, right, and they got pissed at him, right? Didn't Crap Gamer and them get pissed at him? That's why he got axed out, which is a great sign. But basically, he talked about that ecosystem, and Phil Spencer talked about it, and where everybody was looking so narrowly at the future of what Xbox was trying to do, was going to do for outside. Phil Spencer on the inside just changed everything from the inside, and the inside out. And that's why all that stuff he talked about, you're seeing it right now. I mean, it's happening live, right in front of you. And even though that thing was leaked, which I do feel sorry for the Microsoft guys because they put a lot of time and energy into that kind of stuff, right? But it was something that could have been easily spun as a negative that usually happens to Microsoft. You can't spin it anymore. They got all their bases covered. They threw everything up against the wall. They left you guys no place to. There's no wiggle room for you guys anymore that hate on Sony. It's so bad. That's why everybody's bitching at Ryan McCaffrey because Ryan McCaffrey basically just contradicted himself what he said a couple years ago.
Yes, exactly.
Right when he talked about what happened with Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening to you guys because you guys lie to yourself and you guys have been stuck in the same narrative that there's no place else to go. You painted yourself into a corner and you're screwed.
Exactly.
So for you Sony guys out there, I kind of feel for you, not really, but kind of, because it's like the writing's on the wall, and all it takes is just the general public just turning on you guys, which you kind of see, right, when people start talking about the price point. And it blows my mind because now people are complaining about stuff like legal, like unlimited. Everybody in here has been saying, it's like now it's like, okay, why can't my old controllers work with my new system? Okay, why don't I have backwards compatibility? Right? This is stuff that we've been crucified over the last 5 years about. This is stuff that we've been enjoying on the Xbox side. And Xbox changed that narrative, and then now
you dumbass,
Xbox
is the games. You stupid fuck.
No, Leah, this is the G-Man is the donkey of the day for tonight.
You a straight dumbass.
like PC is the one that saves gaming. Okay,
That's
go ahead.
just like saying, you dummy.
No,
Why don't you just buy a cell phone
dude.
and just play all your Xbox games on your cell phone? You
Hey,
sound
let
stupid.
me
There's no need for
let me tell
Xbox. You
G-Man.
sound dumb. I'm still playing Xbox games, you dummy.
Go ahead.
Hey,
say it,
G-Man.
go ahead.
G-Man. Yeah. So G-Man, this is for you, dude. If console gaming dies, you guys are done. You guys don't push the envelope, right?
Exactly.
PC don't push the envelope, bro. PC don't do nothing, man. You guys buy what, 1 or 2 games? You guys, dude, I know people that just say these PC games. That's it, like 1 or 2 PC games. Are you
Switch,
guys
and
gonna push
mobile.
it forward?
That's what.
Mobile's dying, and then Switch is out the door, dude. You know how many people are gonna turn in their Switches to go get the new Xbox?
Yeah.
Because
And
of that payment
xCloud.
plan.
These guys act like
Dude,
gaming
if-
is saved by PC.
Dude, PC wouldn't be around if it wasn't for consoles. Consoles would push the industry forward. Consoles always push the industry forward. I'm talking about tech, about gaming. Always has, and it always will. If console gaming goes, then you guys are done. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it for you?
Yeah.
Who's gonna come up with the new stuff? You guys might have the more powerful system, but then half of your people, I'd say 75% of your people don't even have powerful PC rigs.
Yeah. Well, the numbers don't lie. They're
You guys can't sustain video games because you guys aren't gamers. You guys aren't.
Yeah.
We're gamers.
No,
You guys are not.
excellent points, Bobby. Excellent. So, Tuckmaster, what do you think versus the value of the S versus that digital? Because today we also found out that the digital version, and I think it was by Bloomberg too, Dorian, that you mentioned them. It was somebody like Bloomberg. I know it's a really reliable place that put it up, that the PS5 all digital will not have backwards compatibility features at all, according to what they were saying. So what do you think versus the value with the S, even though PS5 theoretically in paper is more powerful?
Okay, let me ask you this. How many Xbox exclusives coming out on the new system day one?
Well, we're getting thousands because we're getting the whole backwards compatibility catalog with Xbox One, 360, Xbox OG. So we're getting thousands right off the hip. Yeah.
Now I'm talking about how many new exclusives that we get. We getting what, medium?
Oh, the first day?
Yeah,
from what
the
I
first
understand,
day.
I think it's 13.
they haven't
13 or more. It's
they haven't-
13 plus.
No, he's talking about launch, like the very first day.
Yeah,
They
that's what I'm
haven't-
talking about. 13 plus.
They
I had it on the thing. I have it on
I know
my
it's
thing.
Falconeer is one of them. I know that the Yakuza thing is another. I believe Fantasy Star Next Level is another. It's supposed to be the Ascend, the Medium.
I got it. I got it right here, y'all. These games are next gen games, okay?
Yeah, but they're supposed
As
to come out at launch.
Dust Falls, Avowed, Everwild, Fable, Forza Motorsport,
Right.
The Medium, Final Fantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis, Scorn, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, Stalker 2, State of Decay 3, Warhammer 40,000 Dark.
Yeah. But those are the ones that are in development, no matter what. Those are
are next gen.
Yeah, he's talking about launch,
and those are consoles exclusives.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Launch.
Okay, so,
It's supposed to be medium.
So
right.
Okay, medium, Scorn.
Supposed to be Scorn hasn't been officially
Yakuza.
done. The Yakuza one.
Right.
Okay,
Falconeer.
Okay. All right.
Gears Tactics.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 4.
Phil hinted because he said he was playing that Flight Simulator should be a release date.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Again, we still have 2
5.
months to go before the launch. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm almost 100% sure that it will be announced soon. You have the third-party deals with things like
Cyberpunk,
Dirt, things like that. But it's I would say about a good 6 or 7,
Okay.
games. Yeah.
Okay, we got good 6-7 games coming
That's
out.
not including the third party. Right.
Okay. What do Sony got coming out? even mentioned even close to mention the top.
Well, the other factor, their games are all cross gen. The ones on Xbox,
right?
I know that.
So their game is the Miles Morales DLC that they're
getting hand-me-downs.
But that's what I'm saying. Those games not even mentioned even talk about.
You got people out here hyping to get hand-me-down games for next generation.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Demon
about.
Souls and Bucks and Sackboy. That's the
Okay.
one.
And Buck Snacks.
Okay, let me ask you this.
The demo.
Those games is gonna be majority of them games gonna be $70.
Mm-hmm.
All the exclusive games that we get on the Xbox will be there for day one. So hands down, that's the advantage right there. Because if you want to go out there and buy a Cyberpunk, you can go out there and buy a Cyberpunk, but it won't be hurting your pocket.
Right.
You got other 5 games on the system at launch.
Right on Game Pass. Right on Game Pass. Right.
So to me, case closed.
Right.
I mean, these PS5 faggots, as I call them, and I'm even gonna include that little punk, and I gotta say his name. We already talked about it, and you know who I'm about to say, New Legal. I'm trying to hold my guts. I'm trying to hold myself. That damn crap gamer, piece of shit. Because all he talk about is that they're gonna have just one exclusive come out, and that's it. And okay, and it's not, and that's not true. We got 5. Okay, so in other words, take that, you big fat piece of shit.
Oh wow!
And I mean,
He's just mad because Nancy didn't give him no trim.
Dude, I cannot. Dude, you got to understand, Crack Gamer. I don't listen to his content, but damn, I mean, but just listen to and just hear him talk every once in a while. I mean, it just ugh. So I just had to come out and say that today. Outside of that, I don't even listen to the damn guy. I mean, I just heard that one little comment that he said. Then after that, cut that shit off, man. I said, like, man, please. I mean, people are trying to say, well, all they're gonna have is Gear Tactics come out on the Series X. They're not even talking. I mean, I was like, please. And then but the main thing what I'm hearing that people talking about, they want new IPs. They want new IPs. We get new IPs. What the hell is this little ass system called a PS5 giving you? Horizon Zero Dawn when you don't know what's gonna come out. You got Final Fantasy. You don't even know that shit gonna come out either. So a minute there, Bug Snacks. Who gives a fuck about Bug Snacks? Hell, I can turn around and play with my little puppy on that. Ain't that very little amazing? So I can just play with her if I want a little Bug Snack. Oh man, please. Sonny's so full of crap, it's pitiful. And all I gotta say is this, and you know what I'm gonna say. I hope they fail big time. all because of the ponies, not because of Captain fans.
Yeah, I know.
All because of the ponies and the social media. All they do is hype Sony up every doggone year. And every game that they have that they're gonna have out
there. Now they're like cartoony games. Now it's cool. Yeah.
And they're gonna be $70. So no, the advantage is the Xbox. Because you can get the Assassin's Creed for 70 if it is 70.
Oh, there's the other point too, Tuck. Remember, Xbox All Access.
Right.
Xbox All Access. It's a big game changer.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah. Forgot about EA Access. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too, y'all. The cloud's for real. The cloud is for real.
Playing on it now.
Oh heck yeah! Because like I said, like last night, I got them. They played last night. I was on Halo. I was on Halo 5 for like an hour last night. They tore the hell out the game. Didn't have to come in my man's cave to play the game. That was so comfortable going outside just to play the damn game on my tablet. You can play on your damn phone. I mean, the connection is real good and easy. And that's it. I mean, do Sony have anything like that? Hell no.
Right.
Do I want them to get anything like that? Heck no.
Right.
I don't want to have nothing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I wish they never even shared the cloud with Sony. I wish they would not have never done that, because I'd rather see them burn than anything.
Right.
That's my point of view. Okay. Now that's my 10 cents on that.
Right. Well, I mean, you have some valid points. I mean, it is what you feel. You're being honest. That's all that matters. That's what it's all about. here at We Got Next. No, unlimited.
Oh, wait. I want to add one more thing to it.
Go ahead.
Okay, when you go on the cloud, you got over 100 games on the cloud already that you can play on the cloud on your phone, on your tablet.
Right.
Do Sony have anything like that?
No, Tuck. Absolutely.
I mean, I just want to see, do they have anything like that?
Right.
And then people
not an argument that it exists.
And then people gonna sit here and talk about the games that Sony gonna come out with when they gonna come out with them, or they just gonna be one. And like I told my friend yesterday, okay, they come out with another God of War. It's gonna be a single player game, no multiplayer. So you mean tell me y'all ass going to spend $70 on a damn game that just have single player experience? Come on, now.
Right.
That's damn thing.
Taking forever left.
And now
I think it's dropped out. All right, so
now I'm through.
Thank you for that. You're absolutely right. And while we have Game Pass day in day one, day and day, and also the trading value. If you trade it in right now in GameStop, like I said, you get $200 for your X, and you're only paying $100 for the S, for the new Series S. Only $100. Real quick, thank you, Rogue Enigma, for stopping by.
So
thank you, AP Gaming Guru, for stopping by. Thank you. Listen, Unlimited, go ahead, shoot it, brother. What's your take on that? What do you think? What do you think about the value versus PS5's digital console and the Xbox Series S? Because people are downplaying it.
Yeah, it's they're always going to downplay Xbox, but Xbox has made gaming more accessible than ever in my lifetime. As somebody who's both a collector and a gamer, and who's been gaming for a long time, gaming is an expensive hobby. When you don't grow up with a lot of money like I did, like I assume some of us did, in general.
Right.
This is a dream come true, man. Do you know what I like my college years? Do you know what I would have done if I could have had a $300 console and then had hundreds of games due to a service or just paid $10 or $20 a month, however much it is for Xbox All Access.
Right.
That would have gotten me through. A rough patch in my life. Oh, or how about my early adulthood years where I lost my whole gaming collection that dated back from consoles I had even before I was born, man. And do you know how great it would have been during those rough years of my life where I was dead broke and could have had something as accessible that Xbox has right now? This is very, very, very game changer. And not only that, it's rare in society in general that we get such pro consumer moves.
Yeah.
That we need to celebrate when it's something like this happens. Because phones, for example, are insanely expensive. Phones, if you're not paying a contract for a 2-year contract for them, chances are you're spending hundreds, maybe even over 1,000 on the high-end phone.
That's right. Absolutely.
TVs. Well, TVs are definitely getting way, way, way cheaper. But if you want a high-end TV, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay for all the bells and whistles more so than the standard 4K TV that's on the market right now. Although shout out to Sega Forever, man. The TCL QLEDs I heard were pretty good from.
Oh yeah,
he bought one.
They're nice.
Yeah.
But so what Xbox has done is said, hey, I love it because first of all, they're saying you don't even need to go jump into next gen if you want, but if you want to, we got something for you. For the hardcore like me, the Xbox Series X is perfect. But for guys like my brother isn't a hardcore dude. He mostly plays Madden, GTA, and all that. Mm-hmm. He'll gladly buy the $300 Xbox Series S, and that'll hold him for the next 7 years.
Yeah,
and then he plays the little games, and I hit him up with stuff like Game Pass, and not only that, the benefits of Game Pass, because as reports have proven, Game Pass subscribers play and buy more games. Right. So this is really so what Xbox has done is game changer, And if anybody, if Nintendo or Sony did this, excuse me, if Nintendo or Sony did this, the gaming world would be hauling off the roof of how amazing this is, because this is truly amazing.
Right. They
I
would
mean,
be
my goodness. I mean, not only that, with EA Play coming to Game Pass, and somebody did the math, that's over 300 games, y'all. That's over 300 games. You're going to pay $15 a month.
Oh, hell yeah, I forgot about that. Damn,
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
And then not only that, if you want a game on your phone or your tablet, you could do that too. Just download the app. You don't even need the controller, from my understanding, for a lot of these games.
Right.
But the majority of the time you do need a controller. But think that it's an easy thing to do. Just snap it.
I mean, but even if you need a controller, your controllers are forward compatible. So if you got an Xbox One controller right now, you don't need to spend $70 or $80 on a new one.
No, you don't. Yeah, you know, use the same controller that you got.
Yeah, I mean, this is truly. I mean, and I saw a video of somebody saying that there was no reason for controllers to not work going forward since USB have came into the market. And it's like, look, we got so much here on Xbox that it's unreal. I don't know about y'all, but I can't even keep up with games coming to Game Pass.
That's a fact.
No, I can't. You get that right.
There's only so much time in the day I have. And
like me, or even Legal and Tuck, Sega Man, that we're married, we got families, kids.
Yeah, exactly.
We barely have time for our families. You think we got time for gaming, especially with all we're getting?
I mean, there's no shortage. So I don't. I mean, I understand why it's being downplayed, but you can't downplay something like this forever, because stuff like what's powerful? Word of mouth. Mm-hmm. And you know who spreads word of mouth? The gamers. And do you know how many games have been successful just by people playing it and telling somebody else, "Hey, I enjoyed this game. Check it out." How about, like, I know y'all. I don't know about y'all, but growing up, to get me to play a game, just say, "Oh man, dude, this game was dope. You gotta try it out. Hey, let me borrow it for a while. I'll play it." Like, holy shit, I need to buy this game. If I'm a kid, I'm cutting grass the next day to try to earn some damn money to buy this game.
Sometimes you didn't even want to give it back. It's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Unlimited. Let me ask you this. You remember this time last year when when Google came out with their service, it came out with the Stevia and everything and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember when they came out? Everybody thought it was just so damn great. Everybody thought it was so damn great. Okay, Phil Spencer came up and said, like, okay, what the heck y'all talking about? This is what we've been talking about all along. So I mean, but everybody thought it was like the brand newest thing that came that Microsoft wasn't even talking about. They were just kind of downplay. I'm like, come on, y'all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Microsoft did a great job with because and not only that, and props to Microsoft, man, because they know their true competition. Like Sony is their competition in gaming, but that's not really competition. Their true competition is like Apple and Google and all that.
And even themselves.
And how can Google, like, Google can't compete with xCloud? Because Microsoft already had their foot in gaming for so long. Now they're giving them a service that pretty much matches not xCloud, but they pretty much match Stadia, and it doesn't come with all the craziness that Stadia has. And to be fair, I don't know anybody who uses Stadia, like both in my personal life and in general. So I don't know how successful Stadia is at all. I don't know what game the service has.
Stadia is
Xbox, man. Huh?
Stadia's on his last leg, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't know.
It's even free.
As big as Google is, man, I don't know what's up with Stadia, but I know what's up with Xbox. And Xbox, and this is just objective fact at this point, has pushed innovation. They're the only ones pushing innovation. What is PC pushing? Just a new graphic card that you're going to play our games on. That's being developed by Xbox, Sony, and all these other developers. All right. What is PlayStation doesn't tell you anything. They just ride into coattails of Xbox. When Xbox says, "Hey, We're doing cross-gen. Y'all get mad at them. Sony doesn't take Sony doesn't take the brunt of the damage. But you know what? At the end of the day, who was right? Who was right? Xbox.
Right.
All right. When Nintendo's reselling Mario emulators and for limited time and $60 and all this stuff, Xbox saying, all our games are backwards compatible from our very first console. Enjoy.
Right.
And that's why, and look, I want new games and new exclusives and all that, but that's why I understood what they mean when they said something along the lines of, we don't necessarily need Halo, because as great as Halo is and as much as I want to play Halo Infinite, this is like what they're doing is it's so integrated. It's like the way that you're in the Xbox ecosystem pretty much. You're not just buying a console, you're in the Xbox family. That's how I feel, at least. I feel
That's
like
right.
when I do something Xbox related, I'm in the Xbox family now.
That's right.
So to speak.
It just feels like a ecosystem.
Yeah, and you know what I mean by that. And so people could downplay it all they want, but eventually word of mouth is so powerful that you can't stop this freight train coming that's called Xbox. And the best part is, y'all, if you don't want to, for all the y'all who claims that you don't want to buy Xbox, Microsoft don't care. You're putting money in their pocket just by buying their games, just by being on their service, just by using a phone and using the xCloud.
You're putting money in the pocket for buying games on PlayStation and Switch. Let's be real.
Exactly.
Let's be
Because
real.
they own different engines and other stuff like that as well. So you can't stop this freight train that's called Xbox. And it's really just a wonderful time for us. I don't know how anyone can't be excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said, my brother. Well said. Sega man, the man that basically has become the master at getting the best deals and the biggest bangs for your buck. You are a master at the art, right? So, what are your thoughts versus the value of that Xbox Series S and versus the PS5 all digital?
Well, definitely the killer thing for that on the Xbox Series S is definitely Game Pass, man. Ultimate, especially if you're an Ultimate member. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just so much that you're getting with the Xbox One S right out of the box. You don't have to buy any games digitally. All you have to do is get Game Pass, and you get over 100. You get over 100 games. You know what I mean? So it's a win-win. It's definitely a win-win. And what it's really targeting too, Microsoft wants to target is when the parents go into the stores and they pick out a system. You know what I mean? The S is the number one factor. I think a lot of kids are going to. That's going to be an attractive system for them. For instance, my son has a Xbox. He has the One S. You know what I mean? And for example, he came down. He said, "Dad, I want the Xbox Series X." I said, "All right." So then later on, he came back down. I said, "Listen, man, I can get you the One X with no problem, but the S, if you want something a little cheaper, because you usually play digital games. He don't really play physical games. He doesn't. He plays like a couple, but most of the games he plays are digital, and he plays with his friends constantly every day. You know what I mean? So I said, if you want that, then that way you can get some other things for Christmas. But if we get you that One X, that's all you're getting. Yeah, I mean, you're not getting nothing else. They're just going to get that.
Right.
So
he also they want to get the S as well.
Right. So he decided to go with the all digital. He said he kind of likes that better. And I told him, I said, man, you only play digital games, son. You don't really play disc games like that. So I mean, it's probably better for you to get the all digital system. So. And he already has Ultimate Game Pass. Me and him both have Ultimate. My son has Ultimate, so we both have Ultimate Game Pass. So, you know what I mean. But it's just a better value, brother. It just is, man. And plus, it's $100 cheaper. I mean, I'm telling you, that system is gonna sell out, man.
That's right.
It's gonna sell out.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. So anything else?
Now when did Hendrick get in here, y'all?
Oh yeah,
I snuck in this motherfucker.
Yes,
what's up, 100?
I just snuck
Damn.
on. I ain't feeling good, and I got sinus attacks and all types of shit.
Creeping and crawling,
I
man.
ain't
You know,
nice.
he's
I
in
ain't
here.
trying to be nice. You know
Techno
what I'm
Blast,
saying?
thank you for stopping by, my brother.
I
100,
got
my
you.
brother, long time no speak.
You should get your ass on the phone and call me.
Where you been at? Yeah, that's true, but I just been busy, man. You know,
I'm low key. Man,
you know
I've been
how it
sitting
is.
here. I've been sitting here. You know what I'm saying? Smoking out the
100 in
cone.
the
That's what
house.
I'm doing.
Well, since you've been feeling delicious right now, right? What's your
Nah,
thoughts
I
on
ain't
that?
feeling shit. I wish I did, man. I'm feeling
What,
goddamn active or something. This shit fucking me up.
what's your thought, real quick? Since you're
About what?
Oh shit!
What's my thought about what?
versus that
Yeah.
about the Xbox Series X
Man, I'm put this way.
versus
That's some
the
shit,
PlayStation
man. They
5.
fake ass motherfucking bullshit ass Game Pass. All them old ass games. If you really bought them games, all them games they put on. That's all the games that they didn't buy.
Right.
They red
Yep.
box motherfuckers. I'm gonna keep it
Yep.
a buck. They
Right.
red box that shit,
Tell
and
him,
then they
G.
want you to buy that shit again, or they want you to buy this bullshit. They try to fake, and then talking about we don't want Game Pass. Quit trying to copy.
Right. Well,
Quit
they
trying to copy.
thought it
You
was that
know what I'm
game.
saying? You sit there and you was talking about we want all our games PlayStation 5
Mm-hmm.
to be alive. No motherfuckers PlayStation 4 games, and they gonna upscale the motherfuckers. And they gonna make you pay the master disc, and you gonna charge motherfuckers $70 for games. Fuck you,
Yep,
pay.
Crazy.
$70. That's
That's
sad.
crazy.
Fuck you,
I
pay.
mean, you could get Game Pass, right? Let's just say just Game Pass for 7 months with over 300 games for 7 months versus buying one game that you'll probably be in like 2 or 3 days or maybe a week for $70.
I ain't trying to do the analytics on them. Fuck them. Fuck Tony. Fuck that fucking leaning penis. I've been clowning them niggas all. You see, if you see, no one fucks with me on Twitter no more right now.
No, they don't. They left them alone.
I've been teasing these motherfuckers for the last 3 hours.
Oh man, and they don't have nothing to say.
And I say, I'm like, can you get, you know what I'm saying? Can you get a PlayStation 5? But I said, you can get a PlayStation 4 Pro. The PlayStation Pro is still fucking $400.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Ain't nobody talking about that shit. A 1440p box, but I can use a 1440p box for $299
Yeah.
Yep.
with RDNA 2, with ray tracing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And
Has
it's more
For
powerful.
$299 motherfucking 9. But are they gonna talk about? I mean, I see. Is your local YouTuber gonna talk about that shit? No.
They just said today that the all digital version is not back to back for the PS.
Well,
that's
that's on
wild.
them. You know what? You know what? I'm so far. I'm finna turn to Phil Spencer. I don't give a fuck what Sony doing. I'm worried about what motherfucking Amazon and Google doing. I don't give two fucks. I don't. None of their games is not impressive. Godfall is a hack and slash.
That's right. Well,
I go play hack and slashes all day on Xbox.
It's like an arena-based fighter too.
You know what I'm saying? People mad about Final Fantasy. It's just a fantasy. Living in your
You stupid, man.
It's a time exclusive. Who cares?
I don't care. You know, it looks good. I want to play it, but if I gotta wait a year, fuck it.
That's
I
right.
get a year and I get Super Ultimate Edition where they motherfuckers gonna have you buy all that DLC, all that bullshit. You give it to me a year later in the Ultimate Edition for $40, we good.
Yeah.
Hey, Bone, or it might be on the damn Game Pass. You never can tell.
Man, the thing about this Game Pass is it's like, you know, saying like the holy grail of Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the Bible.
Hey, yo, my brothers, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yo,
can
I
hear
had
you,
my
Leroy.
mic muted when 100 was in here. I was saying what's up to 100.
What's up with you, legal?
What's
You know
up
what
with
I'm saying?
you,
I
boy?
sneaked in this motherfucker for a minute before I lay. I gotta go to the office and
You
shit.
made that west side. You made that west side turn down off of Crenshaw. I feel you. I got you. Hey, I got 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes, and I'm getting the hell out of here.
Hey, y'all.
I ain't got too long. I gotta go
These
lay it down.
shitheads, bro. A lot of them, and some of them we know. I don't give a shit if you like them. I don't give a shit if they're your friends. Fake fucks, right? Running around here today, all of them.
Yeah.
Bragging about anybody you know that was bragging about running to that damn store or to get them pre-orders for them PlayStation 5. All of them are fucking fakes. Duck paddywhack fake fucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden, price didn't matter. We've been said that. We called that in 2000. We said, wait a minute. I remember Heba used to say, damn, y'all tripping on $100 extra, but you're getting a better peripheral in the Connect. The whole. I remember when Heba used to say it. They're so stupid that they don't understand that the Connect was not a sole separate feature. It was to be included into your experience of the Xbox One.
That's right.
He said that till then. He just gave up saying it. I remember him saying it for years. He would say that, and it's just dumb. It is dumb, bro. Like sometimes I think the Xbox community, I don't know who the fuck. I don't look, man. I don't. Sometimes I wonder.
Nigga,
I still use mine
I
today.
say this shit all the
right?
time. Nigga, I say this shit all the time. The Xbox community is a bunch of schizos.
Yeah, man.
They don't know what the fuck
shit.
they want.
They don't know what the fuck they want.
Because if they want Japanese games, then they want single player games. They don't have no guidance. That's why I'm here to bring them motherfuckers guidance.
Yo,
mental responsibility.
They need a shepherd. They need a shepherd, bro. They need a shepherd. But
no.
Here it is.
Okay.
I got the land, so I can make the hay. I can get the bundles. I got the grass for them if you want to shepherd them. I got the land.
Okay, you know what?
5 years, 2013, right? The whole shebang was about price. Oh, I don't want to pay an extra $100 for that. The PlayStation beat them because they $399. Now watch this. The Xbox OG Xbox One was $499 7 years ago. It was all about the 100 gap.
The OG Xbox.
Because I only got 3 more minutes. More minutes.
Yeah.
Then the years go by, right? The years go by. We get an Xbox Series X for $499, 2017.
That's right.
4 years go by, $499. 3 years go by, we get the Xbox Series X for how much, y'all? $499.
That's right.
So when you add that up, that's a 7-year gap where the price never went over and never went under. It stayed the same. But watch this. But as time went by, Microsoft products got better and better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. More
we went from a 4-cylinder engine to a 6-cylinder engine to a 12-cylinder engine. We didn't even go to 8. We went to 12. We Ferrari.
And metaphorically, that fits well because it's 12 teraflops.
There's 12 teraflops straight up. That's why I said we skipped 8. We went right to 12. And watch this. Now you're telling me, you bunch of fucking paddywhacks, you donkey dickless faggots. You telling me right now that now price don't matter? You running out here paying $800 and you're not even getting next gen games?
Yeah,
you look stupid.
Yeah.
That only told me one thing, that the Xbox truly did hurt y'all feelings.
Oh yeah.
That y'all was really out to destroy it.
Yeah.
But guess what? You was really out to, but my whole prediction about it, that's why I call them the half-breeds. Y'all have finally shown the light to everybody what I was saying in the beginning.
They exposed
the worst
themselves.
people are the ones that were right around us. Look, go on Twitter right now and go look at everybody who making videos about running to get damn PlayStation 5s. Look at them. I ain't gotta say no names. It's coming right out of our own damn backyard. Clout chasing, prostituting. But yet, the whole point of this whole console war was about price. So all of a sudden now, these niggas done got raises, or these niggas done got new jobs or something. Y'all working at UPS? Y'all working at FedEx now or something?
They got
money don't mean shit. What y'all do, win the lottery?
They get a stimulus package too. We don't even know about.
Oh my gosh, dude, don't hurt. He hurt me, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all spending that stimulus package. Y'all save that stimulus money.
It got to be for us.
Facts. Now they sitting up here acting like they got all this money. Well, you saw. Well, look, y'all. Y'all saw who they ran to first. Look who they ran to first. They went straight to the PlayStation 5. There you go. There you go.
That bullshit talking about. I need time to spend. I need time to save.
Yeah,
we
bro.
all know what that was.
We know what that was, bro. We're not stupid. Look. So they're gonna go with the now. This shit don't even make no sense. So now they're gonna go with the inferior console. They're going with a console that's not even next gen. Not even next gen. It's a hybrid. It's not even next gen. They're gonna sit around here and do this, make videos because they know they're betting on the PlayStation community to score them up. Now, Sega Man ain't here, but he made a vital point, and I'm gonna recap. Woe to the Sony community when these Xbox games come out, kick y'all asses, and guess what? These YouTubers need to talk about Xbox, like I've been saying. And they're gonna flip-flop on you dumbasses because they need to get paid with their YouTube channel. See, YouTubers go where it's popular. They're gonna go where the talk of the town is. So the talk of the town's gonna be Xbox. They're gonna be like, up, there went that. Oh, get your Xbox, And then what you gonna do? They're gonna leave all you casuals that don't have no platforms because they never gave a shit about you no way. They just wanted your damn Patreon money. They didn't give a shit about y'all. And they're gonna flip-flop on you. And then y'all have no more voices. You have nobody to run to. You might still have dumbass crap gamer. You might have him. He's dumb as hell. Anyway. So, he don't know no better. He can't come back. Yeah, he don't know no better, bro. We don't make fun of the handicap. We don't make fun of the handicap. We might kick him down some steps. We might knock his ass over in his wheelchair.
No, hey, new legal, don't give him that. Don't give him that handicap crap. That man ain't no handicap. He just straight up dumb.
He handicapped up his ass. That's what he
just straight up dumb. Don't give him that handicap. You
don't even put that on the handicap, huh?
No, don't even put that. Don't even put that on a handicap.
So you mean to tell me he can't even go to Walmart and park in the front?
No,
you telling me?
No, hell no.
Oh, damn.
I mean, he got to park way. He got to park way in the back. You know where they have a gas station at. You know where they got the parking lot on the Walmart, and then he got the gas station way far away.
That motherfucker back there behind the gas station, behind Murphy.
Put him behind the gas. Yeah, put him behind. Yeah. But
well, that's
look at Techno.
The joke is on them.
But you remember when they were talking about innovation and all that stuff when the Xbox came out, when the 360 came out. You remember when the Wii came out, they didn't have a really good control of that sensor. So the Chinese they sold it to Microsoft. Microsoft perfected it. They perfected the sensor.
Right.
So when they perfected the sensor, guess what they did?
Blast?
They put that sensor with the 360. When it was at the 360, and I can vouch for this, because I've worked for the hospital, they was using the 360 and the sensor for technology purposes, technology reasons.
Right.
So I saw it firsthand what they're using this shit for. They're using the stuff for like infrared and all that stuff. I know what they're using it for.
Right.
Okay, then after that, okay. They want to talk about the Kinect and all that stuff. Man, the Kinect, I love the damn Kinect. The Kinect is, dude, that Kinect works. It works. Now, are they going to use it? Now, are you going to be able to use it on this next system?
No.
I really don't know. You're not?
No.
Okay, so that's a done deal. But it had its run and it did good.
Well, they have I mean, it's through USB, so it might be able to still work. I'm not sure, but as far as we know, they haven't said anything.
They said they did say it. They said they're not gonna carry it over.
That's what they said?
Yeah, that's what they said.
I didn't miss that. I didn't see it. Shit.
Yeah, go look it up.
Very nice piece of technology.
They ain't gonna connect. They ain't gonna carry over the Connect, but you don't even know which is like us and shit. We gonna find a motherfucking pass through.
We'll figure it out.
I'll figure shit out. Somebody gonna make me something, a gadget or something.
But if you
think about it, Microsoft might come with a little camera, like little some bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, they Windows PC. They Windows PC as well. So
Sony PS5 got a camera. The PS5 got a fucking camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, I got a new tower, Techno.
$49.
What's up, Techno Blast?
I'm so sick of the dumb shit, bro. I'm just glad everybody now is starting to see a little bit of what we've been saying for years.
Yeah, we got to keep pushing it, though.
We got to keep pushing it.
We got to keep pushing it. Yeah.
Oh, you hear what he said about you, He said,
I heard it. He's stupid. He's a clown. Yeah. I got a couple, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
a clown.
Illegal, thanks for stopping by, bro. I know you gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta get some rest, man.
I gotta
Well,
go through myself, so I'm gonna talk about the last topic and then
I gotta be
go ahead
Tupac and Poetic Justice. I gotta go make some damn deliveries tomorrow.
Hey, I have to go to bed too because I gotta get up at 4:00 in the morning. Gotta be by
Gotcha.
5. So
Yeah, do
man,
it.
Tuck, you
Man.
work for the government, man. You ain't making. You ain't skating.
Oh,
Tuck,
I
you
am
working hard.
I'm working the overtime tomorrow. So
So real quick,
that shit goes.
Hey,
you real quick.
Take your ass in bed,
Tell
take the
people
girl
where
talk, get your you know what I'm saying? Take your pills.
tell people where they can find you, Legal and Talk. Tigo, go ahead. Tell people where they can find you.
Okay, this is your boy DJ Tuckmaster. You can find me on the Xbox, and I'm working on changing my name on my Twitter to match my name, DJ.
Hey, Tuck Master, they said they could check your ass at Chipotle.
It's your pump. Oh my God.
Hey, Bone. Hey, I love you, man, and you know I love you to death. But I'll leave that for another day, okay?
Oh boy, here we go.
You know, but Bone know what. But I can't get it, Bone. I love Bone like a brother, man. I mean,
that's what it's
Tell
about.
my government name, man.
We have been there for each other. All of us have been there for each other. So
That's right. That's right.
You know, so I love all of y'all.
Go support Brother Tuck on social media on Twitter. Hurry up. Go do it. Go do it now.
Okay, and hey y'all,
Miguel Tucker.
See you later. All right, talk to
All
you
right,
later.
Tuck.
All right, brother.
All right, bye.
Hey, Legal, you too, man. Give you let them know where they can find you, brother.
Hey, you can find me in Texas, man. North
In Texas?
in the metropolitan between Fort Worth and Dallas.
That's right.
You know,
Hey, my man said at the IHOP at the Waffle House.
Exactly at the you can catch me at Whataburger 24 hours. You know,
Whataburger.
Stop over there at the Whataburger.
At the Whataburger.
I'm just south.
I gotta eat one of them. They good. I gotta eat one, man.
Heck yeah, boy. I'm south of
Yeah,
Techno
I
Blast.
ain't got a Whataburger.
Facts. I'm off of Techno Blast Street. You can catch me. You know what I'm saying, on my Xbox, playing my Xbox games. That's where you can catch me at. It's the new legal.
Yeah.
I love all of y'all. Shout out to the Xbox community. If you really didn't know where I was at, man, look, just type my gamer tag in. Any search bar, type it in. I don't care if you're on YouTube, type it in. You'll find me. You know what I'm saying? You'll find me. I love the Xbox community. But catch me on my Xbox playing my damn Xbox games on November 10th. That's where you're going to catch me at.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Shout out to everybody out there.
All right, brother.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, new legal.
Yes,
all right, bro.
All right, bro.
My brothers. So I wanted to talk about one more thing. Today, everybody was trying to make a big hoopla, right? About the stupid shit once again with the freaking Ori and the Blind Forest 2 going to the Switch, when we all know Microsoft owns just the, publishing rights. But it's bad because they said, well, look, we're not gonna allow any more games to go anywhere else. But as we all know, just a few months ago, they confirmed, Moon Studios, that they were going to get the next game published by somebody else. And my suspicion is basically Microsoft's been probably trying to buy them, but due to the circumstances that they're not under one roof, they're all over the place. They kept giving them the runaround, didn't want to do it. Microsoft realized this, and they're just using us at this point for the money and to push stuff. And, we can't keep doing that, so they can keep putting stuff and wanting to put stuff or asking us to port beg it to the Switch like they did with the first one, because they confirmed that it was them that asked to put it on the Switch. And Microsoft said, okay. So, honey, what's your thoughts on that, brother? Like,
I don't give a fuck. Shit, we already had the shit. Shit's old news. Why y'all care? If it goes on the Switch, they're making money. Microsoft allowing these guys to make money.
Yeah, they're making money too, ultimately, anyway. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, but I don't get it. It's not a, man, I got the motherfucker on Game Pass. I ain't pay for the shit anyway.
Right.
Through my subscription.
Through your subscriptions, right.
So why do I give a shit? You know what I'm saying? If Microsoft, they think about it is, Moon wanted to do what Moon wanted to do.
Yeah, Moon. Yeah,
if they ask, hey, could we put it on the Switch? Put it on. Think about it. That's how you build relationships. Remember, people say Microsoft is always dictating the
Yeah,
developer. They
yeah,
can't
yeah,
do
yeah.
and this, that. Microsoft is like, shit, I'm just publishing this motherfucker. Do what you want to do. As long as you pay me. It's the fuck
Right.
you pay me thing. As long as I get a cut, I don't give two fucks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We got to get out of, people got to get in and think about it. It's business. It's never personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're worrying about selling the Xbox and the Xbox S and the X. If you think about it, it's not like Ori is not available in Game Pass.
Right. Right.
They have to buy it. I don't have to buy it.
Yeah, they have to buy it.
I already have it died. They got to buy the shit. So why put more money in their pocket?
Right,
And
right.
they're trying to do this.
Yep.
Now
And we
Phil
still have
has
the best
doing this,
version.
try to do this little Japanese partnership and showing they got love for everybody and shit. And, but that's the decision they made. I'm not crying no spilled milk or none of that. That's the same thing. I make it where it's the same thing that is Sony putting their games on PC.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody need to get mad.
Which is funny how they announce all their
because
games.
they're not going to buy the shit anyway. A lot of them, they're not going to buy it.
A lot of people listen. A lot of the games that they announced for Sony, they said for PC also. And people just ain't pointed it out. That's just funny.
They're not going to buy the shit. So I put it to the world like, man, leave the politics alone. If you ain't with the politics, if you ain't an Xbox. If you ain't wearing green, you wearing blue for PlayStation, and you ain't wearing red, white, you know what I'm saying? Or you a PC, you consider motherfuckers independent. You ain't got no fight in this game.
Yeah.
If Microsoft said, hey, you know what? Put it on here. If we don't hit a certain tier, put it on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the contracts. We don't know none of it about that because we're not there. But why do you care? If you have access to the damn game and you ain't beat the game, that motherfucking game harder than the first one.
Yeah, this is tough. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Harder than the first one.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't no castle game, and y'all sitting there, well, there ain't no double A games. You know,
Well, the funniest part too is most people that's talking about, but why it went is people that didn't even touch it on Xbox. You know what I'm trying to say?
So, like I said, we can get it. You got Game Pass, you want to try it? Go try the shit.
Yeah.
You probably gonna get past the second level. Motherfucker, you got to use your mind. It ain't no bro shooter.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to use your mind. It's a puzzle. Metrovania game. I give love to motherfucking Nevadians and the Castlevanians and all that shit.
Metrovania, yeah, that's that term.
I give love, but them motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up with this shit. And I'm tired of they want to use stuff and they don't buy those goddamn games.
Right.
They don't buy nothing. They full of shit. They're a bunch of punk ass trolls. That's all they are. I shut their ass down yesterday. I ain't heard us. You know I don't fire back on Twitter. Come on.
Right.
You know I don't talk shit like that.
Who you put it to? Who you put it to? I didn't see it.
I hit all of them. I said it up.
He said all of them.
I hit it all up. I wanted the shit.
There was a lot to talk about.
And
man.
it got
PlayStation made it real easy yesterday.
it went quiet. And then today I wake up, somebody want to get. I'm like, all right. The thing about it, I give it to the people that want to challenge me. But I'm like, you paying. I'm like Roy Jones. I'm pound for pound one of the great, middleweights in the world. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to fuck with me because I'll clown your ass. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You have no exclusives to your. Why would you need to buy a PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
Nothing.
A PlayStation 5, yeah, right.
Nothing.
It's all cross-gen.
You can get a PlayStation 4 and play the same fucking games.
Yeah.
Xbox
that's true.
A list of everything, the medium, the scorn.
Except for Bloodborne, the remaster. Except for the Bloodborne remaster, but even that could even be smokes and mirrors, and then down this road. Oh yeah,
ain't nobody playing that shit.
Yeah, I say so. The same thing.
And then you go do those fake ass Game Pass that motherfuckers already own them games. Play the motherfuckers.
the 6 games from the PS Plus.
Yeah, that's hot garbage, man.
That's why I'm gonna leave without this shit, because we're gonna
Just
look
step
at
back to
that. But I'm
compatibility.
tired of the rhetoric.
Yeah,
I see this.
exactly.
I look for.
Limited,
I look this
exactly.
shit from afar.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, Chris, Chris, I'm glad you got on the show. But you know what I'm saying? I told you my Oculus is gonna be better than that VR shit, and I got it for cheap. I just bought 2 of the motherfuckers.
Oh shit.
I got 2K in both eyes. That equals to 4K in both eyes. And I look at
Nice.
and PlayStation ain't said shit about PlayStation
They
VR.
didn't see that? They haven't said nothing about the VR. People are trying to
Because
act like it.
and I said this yesterday. I said, damn, Microsoft hit you with that price. Microsoft hit you with that motherfucking price of the 200 to the 400 joint, and what you got, and now motherfucking Facebook, this motherfucker hits you with the motherfucking Hulk Hogan leg drop.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? They can't beat that price.
No.
And I listened to Zuckerberg. I don't even like Zuckerberg. That motherfucker, I'm listening to the shit at the job. I said, oh my God. What you gonna price this shit at? Like,
Nikon Fusion, how are you, bro? Yeah.
$200?
Yeah.
So if y'all really want to get into VR, get into the Oculus Quest 2. I got the Oculus One, and we can give that shit away. You know what I'm saying?
Stop promoting that hot garbage here. That's what's up.
Like I said, they all can get it. Don't send. By the way, the PlayStation 5 is like my man Flip Money say, ain't no better than the motherfucking S, to tell you the truth. It ain't got no own DNA, ain't no got no race tracing, ain't got all that other shit, man. I'm about to be out this motherfucker, so I gotta lay down for a minute. Cause I gotta go to this job in the morning, man. Fuck.
Be good, puppy.
Everything and we out.
Yeah, be good. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Yeah,
all right,
man,
100.
He's so silly. Unlimited, bro. I know you're getting late, running long, but that's what happens when you bring all the brothers together and just to try to have a good time. And to be honest, we don't see a lot of the Xbox shows out there have that camaraderie, or at least try to have it, where they make everybody a part of it and not just the selected few. And that was the whole point of my show and that idea. And then now I consider it our show. Like I said, I know it's on my channel, but I try to do it because I want to push these guys and I want them to, link it to their channels and let people know that to go to their channel. That's the whole process and thought process behind We Got Next. That's why I use the word we, or maybe Gamers Got Next. We're not, whichever. The point is, that's what it's all about. So Unlimited, how do you feel about it? Like, what did you think? Was it surprise you? Kind of surprised. It surprised me for sure. But did it surprise you? And what are your thoughts behind it? What do you think it's the logic behind it, or what's actually going on?
Yeah, it surprised me because I remember reports saying that that Microsoft or Xbox had no intention of putting more games on the Switch. But I know Moon Studios isn't first party; they're just being published by Xbox, and I guess that this is why first party is so important because when you own them, you dictate where the game is going to go. And I know Moon Studios asked to put these games elsewhere on Switch and all that. Like 100 said, it's a business move, and I don't get mad at business move. As much as I love Xbox and gaming, I don't take corporations. Like, I know that corporations aren't my friend, so I don't sit there and take things as a personal attack. It's just the principle of the matter. It is where I get a little confused at because like when a report says no games go to Switch, it does catch you off guard when a game does go to Switch. Now it's an amazing game, so hey, the more people that play is always cool with me. Like I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't, at my heart, I don't really care where people play a game as long as I enjoy it. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
But like I said, but a lot of times for me, it's never the actual thing that's going on. It's the principle of the matter is where the heart of it is. And for this one is just that it's really just as simple as I remember that whole
they have no intention of putting games on Switch. But again, Moon Studios isn't a first party studio. This isn't like the initiative putting a game on the Switch or something. So I mean, there are some blurred lines when it comes to publishing versus developing and how all that goes. And so in the grand scheme of things, hey, more people get to play an amazing game, but in the short term, I just want things a little more clarified on a game like that.
Release.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, this is Xbox. We're gonna be getting games that people never thought were coming to Xbox as well. So
That's right.
It happens in the gaming community. So it's not something that it like I don't it's not something that necessarily makes me feel lied to, like how Sony just blatantly lied about all this stuff heading next gen. But it's one of those things where you pause for a moment, like, hold on, that does contradict something that we've previously read from Xbox.
You said, right.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about that. Now, so we'll see going forward on how they treat smaller games. I still don't see many games going to the Switch going forward outside of Ori, if I'm to be honest with you. Like, I can't see State of Decay 3 or something. Hell no. That's right. Just not gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll say my piece once I speak, because add to what you're saying,
Yeah. So that's where I stand. Overall, hey, people get to enjoy a great game, and I can't be too mad at that at the end of the day. Like, sometimes for me, it's like, once I have time to process something, you calm down a bit and like, okay, it's not the end of the world. And that's how it was when Xbox games first went to PC, and I played Quantum Break, absolutely loved it. Like, Quantum Break is still my favorite Remedy game so far that they've made. Mm-hmm. Right. And it was like, it had no impact. The game being on PC had zero impact on my enjoyment. I still absolutely loved the game.
Absolutely.
I still remember Jack Joyce. I still remember that final boss fights against Paul Serene. I'm probably the only person that could name the characters like Beth and all them from the game. Right. I enjoyed it so damn much. Right.
That's a great game.
It's a great game. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous for all the graphic cores out there. It's Xbox One X enhanced as well, and geez, man, it just looks great on the Xbox One X. It's a real shame. It's a real shame that we're most likely not going to see another one. Right. But my point being is that that's why I don't get super worked up with it. But it's just the principle of the matter, and look, I'm not going to shy away from speaking on something. Even Xbox ain't perfect, so if they do something that seems contradictory, hey, we got to talk about it, because that's the only way Xbox gets better is when people give constructive criticism, not that troll bullshit where everything Xbox does is bad, even when it contradicts a previous point.
Right. Exactly.
No,
exactly.
This is constructive criticism, and I feel like Xbox going to be better in the long term for it.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, fantastic points of view, like always. Very well thought out and educated, and obviously very classy. Sega, man, what are your thoughts on it? I mean, they said it wasn't, and then it shows up, and I don't know if it's an Xbox thing, a Moon Studio thing, but again, I'll share my thoughts when it's my turn. What do you feel? How, what do you think? Or why was it done? Why did it happen again?
But I don't know, man. I mean, when you did an earlier video about games going to other platforms, I listened to that whole video, and I understood all your points on it. With what was it, Cuphead, and what's the other one?
Oh yeah,
that went there.
Yeah, Super Lucky Sales.
Yeah. And Unlimited, my brother, when he was talking about that, I could understand Ebot's frustration. about that, because let's think about us. Nobody gives us any games, really. I mean, it would be nice to see like some of those, nice shooters that are on the Switch, and
Thank you.
some of
Yes.
this, some of the Sega games, ages or whatever they have on the Switch to come to the Xbox. So why can't they do that for us? You know what I'm saying?
That Xbox needs to happen.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
and I mean, that's cool. I know they want to make money. Maybe Xbox tried to buy them. They don't want to do that. But just like Hebot said, and I think it's just coming to fruition. I think a lot of these companies like this are kind of just using Xbox as a billboard and to get out there. You know what I mean? They start
A
there
form of
and right, and then they leave. Like what was that one game you was really pissed about, Hebot? What was it? Was it Cuphead? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Cuphead.
I mean, that's
I
because with
mean,
Cuphead, they literally said it was lifetime
lifetime
exclusive.
exclusive.
Like that,
Exactly.
that's a
yeah,
blatant lie. So that needs to be called out when they blatantly lie like that.
right, Unlimited. I mean, he was fired up. I listened to the whole video, and I believed his video completely. I mean, if you're going to say something like that, then you need to stick by that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I would have been a little bit upset about that too. Cuphead, in my opinion, belongs and should stay on Xbox.
Right. Right.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
I'll add some more to that. Go ahead.
And with the Ori going over there, man. I mean, like I said before, I know they want to make money. If they can put it on another system to make more money with Ori, that's fine. But I'm going to say this too. I kind of think Ori should have stayed on Xbox, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I thought it should have stayed on there. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. You're being honest. You're just being honest. Right.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
how I feel about Battletoads.
yeah. Absolutely.
Is Battletoads staying on Xbox?
Oh, that's owned by Microsoft because it's rare. Obviously.
Right. So that ain't
and it's outsourced to a third party developer. They can't bring that nowhere else, no matter what. It's straight
well,
Xbox.
thank God that's staying. I
Okay.
know because it's rare. I mean,
Yeah,
thank
I mean, I
God.
saw so many people port begging for Battletoads, and I'm like, and I made a video like, nah, man, they need to stay on Xbox. It's a part of the Xbox family. We're the ones supporting that game.
Right.
We're the only ones who are hyping it up when everybody was shitting on the art
Yeah,
style.
exactly.
No, that's the Xbox game. The Xbox community loves it.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm going to give out my closing thoughts on it, right? On the topic. Thank you for sharing that, Sega man. And I'm going to agree with all a lot of the points that both of you brought up. And not even bringing up my video because it's important to kind of explain why. And Technoblast, you got a good point. Absolutely. MLB, the show will come to Xbox. I'm definitely getting on Xbox. Yeah, you're right. The only difference that I would probably argue with you about, or not argue, but rebuttal what you're saying about MLB is, MLB is not owned by anybody. That's always been everywhere. It was supposed to be everywhere. 989 Studios did that deal way back when Sony was buying all these deals and studios with them, right? And so they bought up the license just like Madden did with EA. And you see how Madden has turned out, that there's no growth. There's no exposure of anybody to expose their laziness in development, right? Or their not or their lack of evolution in their games. Like the way that 2K was doing it when they were also making the football game. And that's kind of what happened with the MLB, the show. And I think the MLB has seen this, realized that, and they're like, you know what? No, we'll do a deal. Your developer can still make it, but we want it on all consoles because we want to see how it performs on other platforms as well. It's even going to the Switch. So I think that's the biggest major difference. And plus, the MLB is its own entity, right? It's for everybody. It's not owned by anyone. In the case of the Ori 2 going, it's disappointing, very disappointing, because I don't mind people playing the game, right, in another place or how they want to play it. What bothers me is that they basically made Microsoft give a message, right, after the backlash of the first one, going to the Switch, by making the statement, listen, that's it, no more games are going. And more than likely, what ended up happening, the growth or the sales for part 2, right, being on Game Pass, and the fact that, people knew that they brought it over to the Switch got them upset, and a lot of people didn't go back out and supported it like they did with the first game. And I think that played a big role. So the numbers probably weren't as high as they wanted them to be, right? So what ended up happening was, I'm pretty sure Moon Studios, again, because they're not under one roof, they're different guys in different areas of the world. They don't want to be bought. They're probably giving Microsoft the runaround. We don't want to be bought. We don't want to be bought. But yet they want Microsoft to keep still helping them publish the games to then put it somewhere else. Nintendo didn't help them create, publish, or build, right? Meaning pay for the development of Ori 1 or Ori 2 or Cuphead for that matter. Neither did PlayStation, right? But yet these guys made sure that they went to Microsoft and kept asking them, can we please put it there? And Microsoft, because they know they have nothing to lose, they're going to make money no matter what. And they realize, well, we don't own the studio, we don't own the IP, even though they said they bought the IP lifetime exclusive. I think making games probably just kept ragging them. And then to the point where they're like, okay, we'll do it, fine. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we haven't heard any announcement whatsoever on Cuphead 2, which I also think that's one of the other reasons why that DLC expansion is taking so long. Because I think Microsoft is just basically saying, we're not going to keep supporting you. You get the support from the PlayStation community that you put on the game and the Nintendo community, and you finish the DLC that way. You understand? And I think that's basically why it's taking them so long, alongside the fact that the artwork, the drawing, we all know it's not something easy. It takes time. And I think that's why Microsoft has been so silent about it as well, because it is a bad look. And it's a bad look because they opened their mouth and said already, no, nothing else is coming over. And I think that's also the big part of the reason why you're seeing that they're buying these studios and developers to make sure that this generation coming in, whenever something's exclusive, it stays exclusive. When developers can't go and be like, well, it's RIP, but let us do this. But can we try this? Because developers, have the tendency to forget where they come from sometimes. You know what I mean? And that's why I commend somebody like Ninja Theory, right? That they started on Xbox with Kung Fu Chaos, right? Because Microsoft gave them a shot. And then Microsoft told them, we want to own you. What clauses are you giving us, right? And they said, well, can we keep our creative freedom? They said, absolutely. You keep your creative freedom. And they said, okay, that for me is a big plus as far as being loyal, and because loyalty goes a long way. And it's like you guys said, you see these people like that game coming out for PlayStation 5. It's called, I think, Retractual, where the lady looks like she's an astronaut and landed on another planet. Right? That game is from a company and a developer that did Dead Nation, Matter Falls, Alien Nation, I think it was, for the PS console, right? The PS4 and PS3, respectively. They don't own that studio. They don't own that studio or any stakes in that studio whatsoever. All they've done is publish their games because they wanted to put the games there, right? And by publishing, I mean they marketed it because it's a PS4 exclusive and it's on the console. This new AAA game is being funded, I think, by themselves. I don't even think Sony's funding it because they haven't said it's a Sony-funded game, right? And they're still on the PlayStation, right? Because it's about the loyalty. The same way with all those other games like Square doing the deals with them first. Let's put Final Fantasy on the PlayStation for a year exclusive. That's all because of loyalty to their own company and their brand. Why do you think Insomniac said, okay, we'll take the deal after price blatantly came out and said we don't want to be owned during the sunset release, right? We don't want to be owned. Thanks to Microsoft, they helped us keep our IP and retain it, and we don't want to lose any more of our IP. We don't want to own them going forward. But once they saw that big purse with Spider-Man, they saw that they got put in the map. They became big. Everybody's talking about them, even though they made amazing games before that, and nobody really talked about them. Now they want to be on the scene, right? They want to get that clout even more. So they sold themselves like prostitute for $235 million. When if you put it in perspective, Microsoft bought Rare 15 years ago almost for $335 million. And that was
Yeah.
15 years ago, right? If you want to put it in perspective, that's how cheap they sold themselves. That's what I mean when I say prostituted themselves. I mean, for Christ's sakes, Mojang got 2.4 billion from Microsoft for Minecraft, right? And we all know Minecraft is a bigger game, bigger entity. I get it. But I'm just trying to give you examples here. So for me, it definitely bothers me. I definitely think it's a bad look. Do I mind that they did it? Yes and no. Yes, because they came out and said that it wasn't going to go nowhere, no more games. But no, because I already have it. I already own it. I didn't have to even buy it. I had it on Game Pass, like 100 said. It's free. We don't got to pay for that shit. It's free through Game Pass. But we still went out and bought and supported it. Now, what did they make me do? Because they did, because of the Returnal. Yeah, I think you're right, Techno. What did that make me do? Now they made it do where when they make their next game, I have no interest in supporting it. I'll play it when it's on the $5 bin. I don't care how good it looks, or when it comes on Game Pass, if it even comes on Game Pass. Because
that's
I
what
feel
Remedy did. That's a mistake Remedy made too recently.
well, here's the problem, my brother, Unlimited. This is the problem. Remedy is not owned by people like Sam Lake, right? Sam Lake had a good relationship with Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
Remedy's own has a completely different owner, right? And what Remedy was trying to do was they were trying to make sure that because their games didn't really sell well on Microsoft, even though Microsoft fully funded, they even funded their goddamn next gen engine. I forgot the name of it. Sourcelight, I think it's called.
Yeah.
They even funded the creation of that engine, right? Which they now used on Control, right? And if you play Control and the DLCs, now you know in the direction they're trying to go with that, right? Which is why Microsoft let go of the distribution rights for Alan Wake, because they didn't want to make Alan Wake with them unless Microsoft, I'm pretty sure, told them, unless it's exclusive, we retain the IP, it becomes ours, and that's it. Remedy didn't want to play ball. They didn't say it. So Microsoft said, okay, go ahead, bye. Go do a multiplayer. Go do the Control. And what happened? Control barely sold on PS4, which is the whole reason why they wanted to go there, because they're like, but we have a lot of people on PlayStation, so we got to get that audience. And it barely sold on Xbox because the Xbox community has spoken various times. When you go on from one console to the other, after Microsoft helps you, the Xbox community does not support it. They don't like that. It happened with Titanfall 2. It happened with Dead Rising 4. It happened with Cuphead, right? Or Ori 2 now. And it also happened with the one I mentioned before, with Control. None of them sold well on Xbox, even though their other games sold a lot better, right? Like Quantum Break. It was considered one of the highest and best selling new IPs for Microsoft. They made it public when that happened, right? But Quantum Break was leaps and bounds better game than Control, period, hands down. And so was Alan Wake, right? So, again, and the reason for that was because they had to get funded from somebody else. They're a publicly trade-owned company now, which means they're owned by multiple businesses and companies. And they have to get the approval of all those companies to make a certain game at a certain budget, or if they get bought, they have to be okayed by all the companies that own them at a certain price. If they don't, they're screwed. They'll never get out of that contract. That's why they're in a pretty stickler position, if you ask me. But again, like I said, I just think Microsoft this generation is trying to end that, and that's why you're seeing people like the Gunk and developers from like Medium saying that those third-party exclusives are full-on exclusives for the console period, because I think that's the way Microsoft is playing ball this time around. If they're going to help a developer, it's better stay exclusive. And if it's owned by one of their publishers and developers rather, it's going to be owned by them and it won't go anywhere else, obviously, other than PC, because they have stake in PC. They have big stakes in PC. They can make money, and it's part of their ecosystem. So they're not going to worry about it going on PC. So that's my take on it. It sucks, but I think this is probably the last of it, and I think this is why you haven't seen, like I said, announcements for no Cuphead 2 or anything like that, because these developers, developers are like, we want help, but then we want to put it here. And I think Microsoft is wary of this. They realize it, and they're like, no more. It's not going to happen. So, I hope it doesn't continue, but that's what it is. It is what it is. That's my thought on it. So, guys, it's been a fantastic show. Had a lot of fun. I'm in a lot of pain, yes, but it's been fun. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you that joined and stopped by. Everyone from Sega Forever, rather, Tuck, Legal, 100, all those who stopped by and that left. Go subscribe to them, go support them, go check them out on social media because they're good guys. They're Xbox strong, and they're always trying to be positive, no matter what, about Xbox, which is very rare in these streets, obviously, and in the community. And with my fellow compatriots here, Sega Man, thanks once again for joining me. I love you, brother. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, no problem, man. You know that.
You know how it is. This is our house. Just like FaZe, just like Brother E-Rock, they're all part of this family. This is our house, our home. Let them know where they can find you, Sega Man.
All right, everybody. This is Sega Man 101, and you can find me on my YouTube channel, man. Where I do some, videos about, some gaming news, show some collections, things like that, and just talk about the gaming culture in general, man. And I'm also going to be getting that movie he bought called Be Kind Rewind.
Oh, if you get it, I can tell you where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm going to get it, man. Yeah, because I know you're in that, so I'm going to be getting that.
Yeah, I did. I was what you call it? I did it's like supporting actor or extra, and not supporting extra. I played an extra in the movie.
Yeah.
Techno Blast, I could have finished couple. You're so silly, Techno. I appreciate that. Also, you guys, if you want, for the action figure enthusiasts that follow pop culture and gamers in this community, I was also part of a He-Man toy collection documentary called Playtime Masters. If you guys
was that on Netflix?
No, it's only available online. It's called Playtime Masters. If you guys want to go check it out, I don't think it's free. I think it's $5. But if you want to see Brother He-Man on there, I'm in the interview section online of the movie because he had to do it. He had to interview me through Skype because he couldn't come to my home. So I'm in that part of the section, but it's only $5. So if you guys want to check it out, you can check it out and support. I don't get nothing from it. It was just fun doing it, a great experience, and it's something that probably a lot of people don't know that I was part of. So you guys can check it out. It's called Playtime Masters. You can find it on playtimemasters.com. Unlimited, my brother. Thanks again, once again. You came late, but always never disappoint. Always makes everything that you do and say fun. And I'm grateful that you made this leap and have become full frontal and full force with us. Head on with this, with this podcasting, with your wonderful videos, with your wonderful attitude, your positivity, it's so infectious, and I love it, man. I love it. I really do. I appreciate you so much, and I love what you do. Just keep working hard, because I want to see you grow, man. I want to see you get big, and I want to see you be appreciated more, because you deserve it, man. You really do. And I hope that you'll stay by my side along, E-Rock and everybody else that's embraced you for as long as you can. Let them know where they can find you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. And you can find me on my YouTube channel, Unlimited Production 1, or JesusZilla1 on Twitter. But like you said, it was a great show. Glad I was able to make it. And, just gotta save my energy for Sunday, and that's about it, yo.
Yeah, that's what's up,
guys. It's good for you to come, man.
Guys, please, like I said, subscribe to my brothers. I caught that techno. I said full frontal. I meant to say full force. Going through with the podcast. I love it. But that's okay, man. I'm an old man. I make mistakes. I'm tired. I'm diabetic. I forget how to express myself. What's up, brother?
Shouts out to Techno Blast for staying through the whole podcast too, man.
Absolutely. Techno Blast has been so funny. He's saying a bunch of funny stuff, but he does that all the time, man. That's his humor.
Yeah.
That's who he is. If you follow him and been following him, go follow Techno too, man. He's great. He's got a nice channel. He does awesome videos, sometimes with his son. and he's just a good guy, man. He's a good guy, and he plays on all consoles, but he's Xbox strong, you know.
Yeah.
Type 1 baby. So you know, and he's humorous, man. He tries to make things fun, and that's what matters. So check him out, guys. Check him out. Pecan Fusion, thank you for stopping by, man. He was the winner for the Avengers. You know, congrats to you, brother. So guys, it's been a
Hey, Hebot.
yeah. What's up?
Hey, man. Before we leave, man. I wanted to try to see if we can, like, when you do next time we got next, you know how you have guests on there. If we could
Yeah.
try to get she seems to be a Xbox centric person. I think her name was Rogue.
Oh yeah.
Rogue.
Rogan Enigma. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I talked to her on Xbox. She's cool.
Yeah, I'll extend the invitation for sure. Absolutely, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Nest and up, yeah, NES and up. Man, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate everyone that stopped by. Guys, this is your host Hebot signing off. The latest episode of We Got Next. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Share with someone you think might like it. And as always, Xbox for life, like a sickness that can't be cured. That's my saying. That's my slogan. Don't get triggered, people. It's all in fun. It's all just gaming. Have a good night, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Peace.